All right, all right, all right. Greetings, everybody. Greetings, greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morrow, good, I don't know, whatever time it is in your part of the galaxy. Hope you're making it a great day today. Gonna play some Grand Arena, hang out with you guys, do account reviews if people want that kind of stuff. Just give me some kind of super chat or sticker or something to motivate me to want to help you out with your account. I'd appreciate that. Meanwhile, gonna check and see if there's any more teams that we should place. Getting close to launching this territory wars, and I think we're still short a few teams. So is there anything that I can stick in here that would make sense? Revens, Rays, Marjada already put down. Droids. We could check here and see how many JMKs there are. I have a JMK that I could place. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, they said 12 JMKs, so we're not even going to get the 12 JMKs, but we can fill that in. We'll put in Cat. We'll put in the Mace version of this. Throw a Datacron on it. And fill that slot. I think that's probably about it for useful teams that I have. Droids. This one, 2 SLKR and a whole bunch of Ophasmas. I don't have any Ophasmas to place. Alright, I'll hang out and wait. That's probably about all I can do for the territory wars. I could put more teams in, of course, but I'll wait for more teams that are actually in alignment with what they want for those zones from somebody else. Help finish it off if it gets to the last minute and we don't have enough teams. All right, we got Arva in the house. Double Wallace says hi. Jar Jar Binks says hi. Mithri Taquato says good evening, DL. Dank Ideals is here. Nice. Arva said he's enjoying having Ray and Jabba making people's lives miserable, so I asked him about the Jabba. And he said it's got a good Datacron, high relics, and Embo, and good mods. Nice. Sexy Revan is here. Boris Balkan says hey. Phasma on defense always makes me sad. Oh, okay. What is it that Phasma on offense beats that that we should always put it on offense? Curious. Where do you use Phasma? What's your gig with Phasma there, Arva? Mithri says, what's your opinion about the midterm importance of the raid? Do you think Guild will switch focus from demanding TB towards demanding raid teams? I think a lot of guilds... So, I think a lot of guilds are in a position where they required some players to build characters that would fill the platoons on like the first or maybe the second ranks. So they've got a good run of filling the boxes in territory battles. And then you get to this point where it's not really even in your best interest to worry too much about the platoons on the third rank until you have enough galactic power and battles and everything in your guild that you're going to successfully 3-star those and move on to the fourth rank in all those. So I think a lot of guilds are kind of stuck there where they're not really requiring the next round of TB because you can't get enough points to score anyway, or at least that's what I've seen kind of, let's say in the mid-tier levels. So making that push to the next level, or requiring people to get Inquisitors, to get Third Sisters, that's not happening in either one of my guilds. Both the Loquitur guild and the Obtesio guild are focused pretty much entirely on the crate raid. So I think the step between, well, let's just take a look. The step between 25 and 90 is a huge step, but the loot is not such a huge step, right? So you get up to 90 and you get 250 more of this token type 3. Then you say to yourself, well, you know, look at all the work it's going to take us to go from 25 to 90 for an extra 250 Mark III tokens. The thing is, you got to get to 130, because when you get to 130, it jumps from 1,000 to 1,450, and that is a really significant jump. So it takes, what, 65 million to get to this next step, and only 45 million to get to this next step. And if you look at 130, if 50 members of your guild all build Jabba and they all get 2.7, you achieve the 130. So I think a lot of guilds, mid-game guilds, need to go for this 130 box. So it's not about getting to 90, it's about getting to that 130. And then again, you got the same thing. The difference between 130 and 265 is, you know, significantly more token 3. You go from 1450 to 2350, but it's again a really big gap, right? So in this case, you're looking at everybody in the guild being able to contribute about 5 million, right? So if you took 50 members and they all contributed 5 million, that would get you 250 million. So everybody in your guild has to get somewhere around 5.5 to 6 million. And that means the Jabba team plus at least 2 more teams that are getting high scores. And again, once you have Jabba, it's not that hard to make a second team that'll get 1 million. And from there, you just need to build up Mandos or, you know, Tuscans or whatever you need to do. So I think a lot of guilds will be stuck here for a long time, right? Maybe you can motivate enough people to build Jabba that you get here, then they'll be stuck in the middle for a long time. And that's where you go back to working on TB for a while. And then as you start to reach critical mass and get up, I don't know, 220 or something like that, then you're going to make the push to get to 265. So I think a lot of mid-game guilds right now, the right focus, again, from an efficiency standpoint, is to push for this 130 box, then go back to TB and push for that, and then circle back around here in, 9 months' time. If this raid is going to be relevant for a year, then you might be at the end of the cycle already looking forward to the next raid. Who knows? Let's catch up on chat here for a second. Phasma on defense makes Arva sad. Arva says he uses the Phasma for nearly everything. I don't use her at all in GAC if I can help it. Dank Ideal says 4 of the 5 Relic Inquisitors. Hyped. Nice. Even plus 250 is around 7,500 a month, or 2,500 a month, says Heretic. So you can do it every 3 days, so you get 10 cycles per month. So 2,500 of those per month is it's a lot. But again, what I'm saying is you don't stop there. So if you're a guild and you set the target and you say to all your members, we're going for the 90 million box, it's the wrong target. You got to tell your guild members that you're going to continue the push through the 130. That's what I mean. It's not that the rewards here aren't like nice to have, but 1450 is certainly a bigger jump, and it's only 45 million from the 90 that you already have here. So yeah, if you're going to push, you got to push to here. And then getting to the 416, I mean, I don't know how many guilds are cashing in on this 416, but that's pretty crazy. Getting that area. Then you're looking at every guild member putting out almost 10 million in contribution. So what, 9 million contribution for everybody times 50 members would be 450 million. So every person getting 9 million seems like, I don't know how many guilds are ever going to get there. You know, the tippy top guilds that have everything are going to get there, of course, but I'm talking mid-game guilds with normal people that are still building stuff for their account. So yeah, it's something to work toward. Lol says, one character away from SLKR, but no finalizer. Yeah, the finalizer you can just buy. That's the thing. You know, if you can save up enough crystals, or if you haven't saved up enough crystals and you just want to spend some money, whenever the finalizer event is up, you can come in here and buy 10 finalizer shards for 1250 crystals or something like that. And you only need to get the finalizer to 5 stars, so that takes you 145. So you'd have to make 15 purchases. So if you've never touched a finalizer shard in your life, you haven't completed that event at all, then you'd be looking at spending a little over $100 to get the finalizer to 5 stars. If you've done the finalizer event and you've gotten like everything but the last one done, so where you need 7-star ships, you still have, I think, 60, is it? I think you get 60, and the last event that you do is 20 more finalizer shards. So you'll still have 60, and you can make the purchases to get to 150. So you'll need 9 purchases. Anyway, if you don't want to wait, that's the way to do it. Just come into the shop, buy the finalizer out of the shop, and fill it in later. The ship hard node farms suck. Really wish they were double drops. Yeah, that's funny. There's a poll in our guild Discord now about who wants to push to 130 and who wants to push straight to 265. Oh, there is, Heretic? I didn't see that. Yeah. I mean, I would vote for the 130. I don't know though. I mean, for me it won't be a problem. I don't think pushing to 165 or the 265. Because if I look at Obtisio, we're on the Jabba journey. So I could get Jabba. I've got Jedi Knight Revan. So I mean I could get a Jedi Knight Revan team up and running. And that'd be a lot of relics, but I could get the Jabba team. At 2.7, I could get an off team of bounty hunters for, let's say, 1 million. Get a Jedi Knight Revan team that could do like maybe 1.2, 1.8. So I could get my contribution up to around 5. Going much beyond 5 is going to be rough, though, because I don't have the Mandos and I really don't want to build Tuskens. Or Jawas. So yeah, maybe I could even take the Revan team up. I don't know. I haven't looked at, has anybody seen if there's Revan teams where people have done like Relic 8 on all their Revan stuff? If you can get to 2.7 with a maxed out, Relic 8 Revan team. I haven't looked for it. To be fair, I haven't gone out on the internet and tried to look and see if people are doing that. But if you could get 2.7 with a relic team, I'd take all them to relic 8 too. I mean, I wouldn't care there. So I could have 2 big teams and then some off teams. Yeah, I guess the 265 is within reach. It's within striking distance if people want to commit to it. I'll vote yes. I'll go look for those polls later today, Heretic, and I'll vote yes. Straight up to the 235 box or whatever that is. 235, am I remembering that correctly? I just looked at it. And now I'm the 65s and the 45s and all that stuff. 265, yeah, so I'll vote straight for the 265. Maul Mandos can also get max score. Just another consumer says he's doing Jabba. But what's the other top scoring teams? Tuscans at Relicate can get max, says Arva. Maul Mandos can get max score. Blessed Carrot's in the house. Hey, Carrot, how's everything going? Found a good bot that gets recommendations for the team and the score. Wookie something. Nice. I mean, I've seen one that gives estimates for how much you should be able to score with your teams. You're saying there's one that actually sorts out what teams you should use and estimates it? That's pretty cool. If that's what you're saying. Revan with 50 RT seems to be doing pretty well, says Arva. The problem with Revan is there's only 4. Satili Shan, Galactic Legend, please. Nice. Or even better, Mira as a Mandalorian Jedi. Even with my guild only doing the 90 box right now, the Relic 8 are so much faster than before. Yeah, that tier 3 currency is really valuable. Super valuable. The fact that you can get those high level materials with it, really, I'll say it again. I think that how they laid out this shop, even though there's some pretty bad deals in here, like for the token 3, being able to buy Zinbittle cards and impulse detectors straight up is huge. It's huge. And if you need the arrow magnifiers, of course, this is where you have to get them. But for a lot of people who were in the sea pit for a long time, I mean, I accumulated 459 of these things that I haven't used yet. So it'll be a long time before I ever have to purchase those. But being able to get these impulse detectors are painful to make. Zinbittle cards aren't that bad, but being able to buy them is just huge. And the Electrium conductors here are probably the best deal for token 3 in terms of straight value. So getting more of that currency is huge. It's huge. I'm really impressed with what they did with that shop. Putting characters in there. The characters are so cheap, guys. These characters that they put in here are the mid-tier ones are a good value for this token 2. You can build whatever you want for token 2 very reasonably. And these characters at the bottom are just like crazy how cheap they are. I mean, you can build Jyn Erso, Dengar, Gamel Guard now, all of these characters. 33 purchases at 200, 6,600 for a full character is nothing. You get 6,600 in like one run. It's insane how generous they were with these. I hate that they locked them out, that like once you've acquired the unit you can't buy shards. That's pretty annoying. It would be, I know it'd be too fantastic if you could just blow through these characters and feed your shard shop like crazy. Does anybody know, like, can you I was going to say, can you overload them? But certainly when you get to 330 shards, it must lock it. Because otherwise you could buy this up to like, 6,000 shards and then cash in that character and you'd be set for shard shop currency for a long time. I'm going to try that though. There's got to be a character here that I can try that with. I'm sure it locks at 330, but if it doesn't, then we could springboard these characters for the last few that we need to unlock. We could mega unlock them. Pretty sure that won't work, but might need to be tested if nobody's tested it already. All right, Lol says, I don't even know how the raid works. I haven't been paying much attention. Should I be going after those bomb things and using the rope ability or no? Yeah, Lol, you just gotta, different teams work in different ways. Typically, you want to have enough bombs that you can detonate when the thing's underground to get it popped back up. If you blew up all the bombs, then you can't do that. You got to use the ropes after it eats one of your characters. So if you don't have the ropes, you can't do it. So you can, like in a Revan team, you could put a Tusken in that team so that the ropes regenerate faster. You could put a Hut Cartel in there so that the bombs come up faster. So you can kind of mix and match the teams a little bit to try to optimize your score if you're not just running like the very best team at high relics. Arva says it locks at 330. I've been there and tried that. Okay, all right. So Arva confirms, yeah, it's done. Arva says, I think in terms of the general value of the squads that have long-term value at Relic 7, Jabba and Maul, and I'd say to some degree, some variant of Jedi Knight Revan with 50 RT. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Arva. Those are teams that I'd be willing to put at high relics if that's what it took. My level 50 Gideon getting armor shreds, for example. Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke lead is very nice for wacky conquest feats. That's funny. Yeah, Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke can certainly do some cool things in Conquest. Jedi Knight Luke, though, you have to pretty much have a trigger. Jedi Knight Anakin is cool in that team because the Conquest characters will beat up somebody, and then Jedi Knight Anakin will go to free turn. Let your Jedi Knight Luke go, and then you can slow him down. Jar Jar says it can go over, but it locks. Yeah, so if you had like 329, you could make the last purchase and get 9 extra shards, but that's it, right? It locks once you're past 330. Dank Ideal says, I think they really wanted newer players to get caught up, but getting into a guild that can get the 25 box. My 2-month-old hyperdrive account with Hut and Tuskens can't find a guild. I don't know. I think there's enough guilds that are going to be going for Jabba that if you get on the recruitment Discord and you say, hey, I got a new account, but you need to have screenshots of your contribution. So if you can screenshot your contribution and you're already getting a 1 million contribution, you just screenshot that and you post it over there and you say, I can get 1 million contribution in Crate Raid, and I guarantee you somebody in a mid-game guild is going to pick you up just for your 1 million contribution. I will guarantee that. I'd sign my name on the dotted line that could happen. The 17 box isn't terrible. If you get a good guild that's progressing, it'll be a 25 in no time. You literally only need Jedi Knight Revan to hop onto a 25 million chest. So Jedi Knight Revan, if you relic him, you can pretty much get the 450 with a team of Gear 12s pretty easily. So if your entire guild did 450, that would be 22 million, right? So you'd already be at 22 million if everybody just builds a Revan team. And then with whatever scrubs and scraps you got left over, get another 100,000 somewhere and you're all set. So you're right, it's really not hard for a guild to get that first 25 million. I'm going to do some fleet battles. It's not my payout time yet, but if I don't push into top 10, then I'm probably not beating anybody who has a payout time around this time. So We're going to play a couple positioning battles and then get into Grand Arena. Play some Grand Arena, and then we'll come back for our daily fleet placement sometime after we finish the Loquitur. So I looked at the Loquitur GAC, and my opponent full cleared. Never dropped a battle, 1865 score. That's going to be pretty tough to beat. Pretty tough to beat that score. Alright, this is probably a loss. We've got bad RNG. That Xanadu Blood stayed alive way too long. Now we've got a mark on our Millennium Falcon. We can't get it under stealth probably before it's dead. Maybe we can. Let's hope. Okay, let us hope that that's enough. Get the taunt off of Houndstooth here. Then we gotta try to somehow make quick work of this IG 2000 unit over here. All right, get on in there. No, we're really getting garbage assists. This should almost be to the ult already, but we're not even close. Luckily, he's not quite at his ult yet either. Now we gotta hit this thing because it's got taunt on it. Alright, he's got the contract completed, got the blue buffs on him. Get rid of this, come on. Nope. 96% on the ult, we're still not there. That is crazy bad. Yeah. He'll probably have the ult up on his next capital ship turn. So if he gets his capital ship turn before we get ours, it's probably over. If we get our capital ship turn first, then we can still win. We got it. All right. Never give up. We can put that one on auto and switch over to Obtisio. Do the same thing. I haven't been able to play Fleet for like 3 days now, I think. Work's just been crazy the end of last week here, and I haven't had time to even play my placement games at lunchtime, so we're hurting for crystals. I've had to take 100 crystal wins the last 2 days, and I think the day before that I maybe got 200 crystals on Loquitur, but so yeah, we got to get back in placement. You know, losing 900 crystals over the course of 3 days is not fun. It's a pretty big setback for the account. Look, bad RNG here too. Getting an awful start. We'll get these out of the way. That way, when we try to fight Executors in Grand Arena, hopefully the bad runs are already done. Look at that. Just got chomped. Yeah, if you don't get any assists on those first couple moves with the with the profundity, the 7-star profundity has a decent chance of recovering, but the low-star profundities, because the enemy capital ship goes so much faster than you, you by the time it gets into the 3rd and 4th capital ship turns, you've just lost. All right, let's see. Mithri says Relic 8 Boba can get 200,000 solo at the highest difficulty. I haven't seen Relic 8 Boba get that much. I've seen some videos of him getting like 150, 170. I think 200 is... Well, maybe. I guess if you have like fantastic mods and just the right speed and everything, maybe 200 is possible. That seems like an awful lot for one character, though. Because he's going to get eaten. He's got to score whatever he's going to score before the crate takes its turn where it nibbles on you. Because Because, yeah, if you can't take a bunch of weak characters in with you to do it at the higher levels. See, I don't know why you would ever do it with him solo. If you can get 200k with him solo, why wouldn't you put in a couple other weak characters and try to get to 300 with him in a team with some chumps? Because even at the lowest level, you can still score 300. And as long as the crate doesn't eat Boba, then you could get, finish out to 300 on that. I don't know. See, that doesn't make sense to me, because if you're at a high GP and you've got a bunch of stuff at Relic, you're going to put Boba into a team with a bunch of other characters that are Relic. If you're low level and you don't have a bunch of stuff and you just have like a Relic 8 Boba from Executor, you can put in garbage characters with him and get a better crate score. I don't know why you do him solo. You could get 300 with him with a few friends. All right. I get number 1 in fleet right now, but I've got 3 executors that bump me out every once in a while. With profundity, what should be my reinforcements? Heretic says I always call Ghost first and call Outrider for my assists, and it works well for me. But for the Dank Ideal says for the AI to defend with. I just use Cassian's U-Wing and the Ghost. That's what I use. Arva says I like Biggs as a reinforcement, and I just did Gear 12, the entire Phoenix squad for Ghost and Phantom. Yeah, well, if you don't have Biggs at Relic, then Biggs isn't that great. So, I mean, my Biggs on both accounts is non-Relic. I didn't go for JML, so I don't have Relic Biggs. So that's pretty much where we stand on that. How important is it to 7-star Executor Profundity instead of sitting on 5? Executor, I'm 100% convinced, stay at 5 stars, get your timing down, and stay at 5 stars until you're ready to go to 7. With Profundity, getting the 5th star gets you a 3rd reinforcement. I've got a 4-star on Opticio and a 5-star on Loquitur, and they're really not different. They don't really play any different. It's just you have another reinforcement. So with Profundity, getting to 7 stars is a pretty big deal, again, for the speed of your capital ship. It changes the matchups quite a bit once you get that final star for your speed. But as to how important it is, I don't know. That's up to your account. If you struggle in Fleet Arena and you have to have it 7 stars to get to number 1 in your Fleet Arena, then it makes a lot of sense to 7-star it. But otherwise, really, 5-star it, 4-star it, and just complete the event. Getting the shards for free, not having to pay for the refreshes, you'll get it over time, and it's not that, or at least I haven't seen it to be that important. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Getting the 7th star on your Executor for defense is a big deal. But again, I would rather just collect the stars over time. All right, we did get a win in our last round of Grand Arena against Swgoh Yen. As I said during the stream, there's a hope that he can't beat the Executor, and here indeed you see that the Executor stood strong, and we managed to get the win. With him full clearing everything but Executor. So it wasn't the cleanest of victories on our part, but the big ship held. Here we're up against Hot Shot 89, 8.3 million galactic power, 3.5 in characters, 4.8 in ships. Galactic War Battles 121,000, so we're looking at a 5-year-old account roughly, 4.5, something like that. In Arena, we've got this Executor, we've got the Kenobi team. So let's take a look at ships. He's got the Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence. He's got Chimera, Endurance, Finalizer, Radis, Executrix, all at Relics. So he's got tons of fleet power. His pilotless ships are all 7 stars. He's got a bunch of Gear 12, a bunch of Relic ships. So he doesn't have the profundity, but overall he's got plenty of ships. 5 Galactic Legends all across the top. Jedi Master Luke, SLKR Rey, Kenobi, and C. He's got Skywalker, Revans, Malak, Malgus, Malgus Relic 7. And then all kinds of requirement characters. Starkiller's in there. Inquisitors are in there. Working on Triumvirate, it looks like. Yeah, working on relicking those characters at some point. So he's got lots of stuff. In terms of speed, Darth Revan, fastest non-GL character. Does have a speed set on him, 323. It's not blazing speed, but it's also not too bad. Mara Jade here. 311. So we've got an advantage in the mod category, but his mods are not bad. They're not horrible. He's not just like a collector. He's actually trying to be good at the game, so have to keep an eye out for those things. All right, so we're up against the full clear. 1865 is a pretty efficient clear. He didn't drop a battle, and he did some underdog squads to get that score. So we're gonna have to go in here and try to win with some high banner efficiency. We've got Rey on defense here with the Ben Solo. I figure we'll use JMK on that. We have JMK on defense, so probably best to go ahead and use him there. We've got Phasma with no Omicron on the team. We've got Rolo team here with some leftovers. Got the Qui-Gon team. We've been playing around with Jedi Knight Luke against this team. We've done Radis against this team. Maybe I'll take Radis in here. Not too afraid of Iden, am I? You might have Iden on the back wall. Then up top, we've got Malgus team we can see. We'll use Sith Eternal there. Some Old Republic. These teams aren't bad. We can use Wampa here if we don't need him somewhere else. So the front wall there we can get some efficiency with. Over here we're going to need to work for it. I think probably that Qui-Gon team is the one that I have to pay attention to. Are you guys aware of something that works against Qui-Gon that's a really high banner efficiency? We've used the Mara Jade team there before if we have enough speed. We've used Radis. We've used Jedi Knight Luke. No full Galactic Republic on Jedi, so Qui-Gon. So Anakin won't hit as hard. That's true. That's true, but he can still hit hard enough to to take away a lot of banners, right? So what I'm looking to do is beat Qui-Gon with high efficiency. That's going to be the challenge. Let's take a good team in here. I certainly don't want to start out the day dropping a battle to this Rey. We've got Mace on defense. We don't really have a place for Shaak Ti right now. Maybe I'll put Shaak Ti in here. We've got Grandmaster Yoda's also kind of displaced at the moment, but I don't feel like he's a good fit here. He'll die pretty easily to almost anything. Let's add a Datacron because we can. We'll stick this one on because it has some armor, resistance, and tenacity. Carrot asks about the TIE Dagger. How many people are building a Dorito? Just another consumer says he's doing the basic refreshes, hoarded for a day, not going crazy. That's what I did. I hoarded for a day, not going crazy. We'll get as many shards as we can from the event, but that's it. not going all out. All right, here we go, go, go. We'll try to get rid of Stick Ray right away. Or should we get rid of Hero Finn right away? Hero Finn is probably more of a problem than Stick Ray. So oh man, how did I forget that? Yeah, with Ben Solo, they're all immune to insta kill. Yep, not paying attention to that. All right, so we can't instant kill somebody. Whoops. We'll trigger that. We'll probably lose a character here on the Whirlwind. We got the Savior effect popped. That's okay. We'll go in on Rey. We'll get her down so that we can actually kill this Ben Solo. We can do some recovery on Kenobi there. Oof. All right. Oh, she angry. And she's going to go into the ult here. And we'll have to survive the ult, but that should be okay. We can get rid of him. So we'll do that. I don't know. Yeah, it's enough. Okay, so we get rid of Ben Solo. Is he coming back? I think he's coming back though, right? Yeah. So he'll be coming back. I gotta heal before. I kind of want to heal after, but you know, I don't want to lose my little Ahsoka quite yet. Okay. Let's get rid of Ben. Let's go over here. Oof, that Whirlwind though. Let's go back here. Wait for him to get the damage immunity off. And let's do this for now. We'll make Kenobi attack. Okay. That should be it, right? A little bit messy, but 69 banners. Oof, that's 59 banners, huh? Ugly. That was ugly. Leviathan is way too far out to care that much, plus it doesn't look that great for Finalizer as far as I know. Yeah, I agree with that. I looked at it in terms of the obviously there's a Sith component to it. But as a ship for the First Order, it's not very impressive. Let's do Radis here, I think. Because we've always got a chance with Radis that if we start getting beat up, we can just recover and wait for the ult. Then use the ult. To get back full banners, the ult is going to, you know, nuke a bunch of Jedi, put healing immunity on them, get rid of their protection. It also resurrects everybody at full life and full health, full protection. So it's a nice way that if you can do that with the last move, that you end up getting full banners for the battle. So against Qui-Gon, it's kind of messy. Okay, Ray Ben can be nasty, says Arva. Yeah, it's I mean, you gotta you gotta move around, survive. I feel like making the characters on that battle tankier is better. Let's see what we want to do here. Maybe we just go straight in on Qui-Gon and kill him. We got to come over here and play with Mace now for a little while. We'll trigger another turn on Anakin, but you know, I kind of don't care. We should be fine. That hit from him was really kind of pathetic. He did the big overhand smash. Of course, like they said, like somebody in chat pointed out, we don't have an all Galactic Republic team, so he doesn't hit nearly as hard. Although we're triggering an awful lot of turns for him, which is super annoying. Okay, there he gets off his second big attack. Let's try to resurrect and bring somebody back. Yeah, there we go. Cassian's back. All right, now we'll bring Cassian back again. Get Anakin out of here. Let's try to stun him. Good. Okay. Yeah, let's try to maximize the banners right now. We got to get Bindo out of here before he resurrects everybody. Oh, never mind. It's Qui-Gon. Can't resurrect people. Lol. Wow. Okay, 63. Maybe. I was going to say maybe I should have waited for another Radis turn, but I don't think I got another turn on Radis there. I think we finished out before we would have gotten another Radis turn. Alright, now I need to find teams where I can use few characters and get high banner wins. So, for this team, it's just a leftovers team, right? So maybe we can do something like Dash, Vandor, L3. That should probably be adequate, right? Dash will have enough damage to get through these guys. I don't think they'll kill Vandor. But the other side of the equation is if I drop one battle, I'm done. That's the problem. If I drop one battle, the GAC is over. Defense down. So what stops Enfys Nest? If they have a Kylo Ren unmasked, then the Tenacity down and stun combo stops us from using Nest. Okay. 50% chance to attack again. Is there a Tenacity? I don't think there's a Tenacity down on this team, right? This has a stun, but the stun can be avoided, and this character doesn't have potency. 56% potency. So my Nest goes over the top of their ability to do pretty much anything, right? So is this just a Nest solo? Might just be a Nest solo. Jedi Knight Luke would solo it. Or Nest. She works fine here. Arva says you can resurrect everybody but Qui-Gon. Yeah. Qui-Gon's the guy that you... so when I was... yeah. He just... I was thinking somehow that he was going to resurrect the whole team. And you can't resurrect the Qui-Gon, so it's not nearly as much of a threat. But still, don't want it. All right, we're going to trust in the power of Enfys Nest here. We're going to try to put a good Datacron on her if we've got anything that works that way. Recover 2% health whenever they critically hit an enemy. Whenever they inflict a debuff. They start their turn with fewer than 4 debuffs. 30% potency. But I don't think... Well, potency helps me for my... Potency helps for my middle skill that stuns if I need it. Alright, let's get in here and try this. Again, we got to try for some high banner wins to match his high banner wins. We got to be 1865, so we can't be shy about trying to get these banners in the victory category. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to stun here? Let's try stunning here. Okay. Got to get some counterattacks, Nest. Counter. Maybe I shouldn't be going after Executioner first, but he feels like the threat to me. We'll counterattack the rest of these goof baskets until they're done. I feel like the Executioner is kind of the only threat. That's a word that my daughter and I made up, goof basket. So you know how you call people goofball? I don't know how we came up with that, but instead of goofball, it's goof basket. Whole basket full of goof. We make funny words, her and I. We've got a bunch of them that make us laugh. All right, Executioner out. Now all we have to do is just recover our health, and we should be in a position to score, what, 68 banners? Is that what we'll have? 68 banners. Looking good. All right, and then we've got a Rolo. We could Jedi Knight Luke solo this. We could, there's a lot of things we could do here. We're looking for the most banners with the least characters. How would this look if we brought Mara Jade? Like, what's the least Mara Jade stuff that we have to bring? We could do 3-character Mara Jade. We just have to have enough speed. So let's check speed. 283. I think we're well over 283. Of course, I messed with my mods so much. I better check and make sure that I didn't make some big mod blunder here. We're at 313 on Thrawn now. We slowed him down. But that gets us over the top on this team. It's not a problem. Old Ben's not that tanky, 193 speed. They don't really have any mechanics that's going to stop me from stunning them. I think this works, right? There's a term, familect, for a language spoken within the family. So family dialect. The problem with my daughter and I's familect stuff, if you want to call it that, is that we sometimes leave Mama out of it. So she came home from school one day. I may have already told you guys this story. She came home from school one day and she said her kidney hurt. So I said, "Oh," and her mom, of course, what's going on? Why do you think your kidneys hurt? You know, it's just like out of sorts. So I said, right or left? And my daughter said, left. And I said, did you bump it into a chair or fall down in the playground or something? And she's like, oh, I think I might have run into something. So I like, her and I are talking, and my wife is still lost. And I mean, it's not funny when you have to explain it, but my daughter said her kidney hurt because she's a kid with a sore knee. So calling it her kidney was funny to her. And it was funny to me, but we kind of left the mama behind. So I had to have a talk with her and just kind of encourage that we don't leave her mother out of it. All right, let's get in here and see if we can do this with 3 characters and get us a high banner win again. I feel like one more character here. One more character would only cost us 1 banner, and it would do a lot to help make sure that we don't lose the turn meter tempo train. Yeah, I think I got to put one more character in here just to make sure. Because there may come a time where these guys will get their turn meter back. So we'll put in Tarkin. All right. Let's go. Blessed Carrot says counterattacks. With this Rollo team? Counterattacks with the Rollo team? I think we're going to do this on Rollo because we just don't want her doing an area effect and getting out of control here. Get some stuns started, stagger everybody. Their turn meter's gone. Get some stuns with Papa Palpatine, and we are off to the races. We're going to target this Princess Leia first. If we can kill her before she ever goes into stealth, then we don't ever have to worry about it. And as usual, when you have this particular team comp, you don't want to kill everybody too quickly because you're getting turn meter off of the number of debuffs that you're putting on. Right at first here, while you've got good control, the best thing to do is to, work on all the characters a little bit so that once you get down to the point where you're killing people, you don't need 4 characters to get your debuffs and get your turn meter. You can just get everybody dead. 66 banners. Not bad. Probably could have had 67 if I left Tarkin out, but 1 banner was sacrificed in making sure that it was a high banner win. All right, Geos, Ewoks, and Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma with Kyle Katarn and Cara Dune. It's got Biggs and Wedge in there, so it's not absolutely my least favorite Mon Mothma to fight, but it's still a pretty good team. The Geos have 2 high relic characters. Relic 7 on the Brood Alpha, Relic 7 on the Spy. That's weird mods for the Spy. What was that even a set bonus? 3 speed mods, a health, a tenacity, and a defense. So no, the Spy doesn't even have a single mod set bonus. It's a thing to know. I feel like I want to take Vader in there. Probably take in some kind of Vader team to crush these bugs. And then what are we going to do here? I feel like this is going to be a low banner win for me. I guess I could take in like Jedi Knight Luke, try to go faster, but going faster than Kyle Katarn just isn't going to happen. CLS? We don't have CLS committed anywhere. I could take CLS in here and just blow this up. Yeah. So we take CLS in here, nuke that, figure out something good against Geos. We got Murder Bears down bottom that we can do with a Vader or somebody, depending on how we kill the Geos. Again, it's not that I can't beat all this stuff, it's that I have to try to beat it with the most possible banners. Somebody was asking me if I had tried my gas against Malgus. Is Spy a common relic in Geo teams? From my point of view, if you're very early in the game, putting a relic Spy into the Geo fleet makes that fleet so much better. You bring in that Spy as a reinforcement, you pull the trigger, you kill something. Like having a relic Spy is so much more damage than a Gear 12 Spy. So in my opinion, early game, very early game, having that relic Spy is a pretty big deal. Once you are in the mid game, if you don't have a relic Spy, there's kind of no reason to relic it, right? In that case, you would want to relic the Sun Fac for the tank ship. That's going to serve you better in almost every fleet. So the Relic Spy is great if it's like one of your first 10 relics. Once you get into the mid-game and you've completed a good journey and you've got Malevolence as your capital ship, the value of Spy as a relic starts to fall off. Alright, I think we're going to use Watt here just because I don't want to have to deal with all the debuffs from Bastila, possible ability blocks, making it so that I can't do what I want to do on Sith Eternal. So I think we just see Watt, link up Malik and Malgus, and play it out from there. Not much risk here, is there? I don't feel like there's much risk. Relic 8 Sith Eternal. I did put Relic 8 on him, so that helps me a little bit. There's several characters in this account that I really want to Relic 8. I really want to get my Dank Trooper to Relic 8. Okay. There we go. And we'll probably lose Watt. I mean, I don't know of a way that we can keep Watt alive. Maybe they get lucky and they just attack C, but I feel like we lose Watt, we lose those banners. Not much we can do about it. We should still get 65, right? So this, with Watt dead, this should be a 65 banner win. Poggle also for the Omicron. Territory War Menace. Yeah. Again, if you're in the mid game and you want to build the O Poggle team to help in Territory War, it's nice. It's a good team. So I guess there's two ways to look at it. If you relic Geos, they're not going to go to waste. The ships are good. The characters are good. Like's been mentioned, Poggle in Territory Wars is a big deal. So relic Geos are worth. The question is, if you're building a mid-game account, would you ever stop building requirement characters for a Galactic Legend journey, or like, let's say, take a break from doing Profundity to relic 3 Geos? And I think there the answer is no. If there's logic to the progression for relicking your Geos, then yes. But just like stopping a journey and relicking Geos, I don't think they're that good. That's just me. I mean, maybe other people feel differently. 65 banners like we predicted. That's good. Wampa here, right? This is another character I want to relic 8. I would love to relic 8 my Wampa. And I think one of the things I would love to do with this Wampa, I don't find that I'm using him against Iden that much. There was a moment where I pretty much wanted Wampa for Iden, so I put Tenacity on him. So I think if I Relic 8 him, I actually am going to want to do like speed and offense. Because in these battles against Grievous like this, if you go before anybody on their team and you get that purple protection up, it's like an extra banner. Because you can finish out with full health and full protection. So it's like +1 banners if you're fast enough. So if I get him to Relic 8 and try to make him fast enough, I think that'd be pretty cool. Is there any way for us to gain back protection with a dark side character? Potency. I don't really need potency. I don't really need stats on this guy. I mean, it's all kind of irrelevant. Crit chance, health steal, crit avoidance. I don't know. We'll put that on him just to have a Datacron because we can. Only time I've ever lost with a Relic 5 Wampa is against C. Seems like plenty. Yeah, if you fight a good C comp, you will time out against it with Wampa if you don't have enough damage. If it's a Relic 7 with good mods or a Relic 8 Sith Eternal on defense, you probably can't beat it with a Relic 3, Relic 5 Wampa. Won't do the trick. I've timed out against C before. But yeah, the only reason to take Wampa to high relics, it's certainly not about beating these Grievous teams. Like nobody's relic aiding Wampa just to beat Grievous. The relic aid on Wampa is specifically targeting the being able to solo kill Sith Eternal. All right, there's Droideka. Once that... Oh, wow. Okay. So he's super slow, Droideka. He's gear 12. It's fine. We'll just ramp up while we're caught behind this mark. The Wamp should be up in time for our purple protection to go away. And we'll protect it again. Now we should be able to pretty much one-shot this Droideka. Then we got to kill the B1. But we won't do any more ramping. We've ramped enough. We'll just do basics and Wamps. I mean, when Grievous sees the Wampa, he's just got to be sad, right? Because he's like, there's nothing I can do. It's so helpless. I'm hopeless. It's futile. Except he'd probably say it differently. He'd probably say, 69 banners. All right, bounty hunters. Let's take that CLS team down bottom. Take the CLS team down. Well, let's think about this. So we've got bounty hunters up here, and what else? Some kind of old Republic team. Man, I wish I had my... I wish I had Kylo Ren masked. Old school Kylo could kill this no problem. Solo Lucat for the banners. He doesn't care too much about the damage over times, does he? Or is that like his one nemesis where he'll end up losing? I mean, Luke against Ewoks. I think my Luke could probably be doing his Ewoks a favor. My Luke is probably faster now than his old Ewok team. Let's see. How much do I have to worry about banners at this point? I think we've taken Dash Rendar against this team before and not had enough damage to kill Zalbar with the first shot. Right? Okay, so let's think this through. We've got bounty hunters. To max out banners on them, we've got troopers, we've got CLS, we've got a bunch of stuff. Right? But we could also trooper these Geos. So if we brought in our Imperial troopers against this team, they would annihilate Geos. So we could do troopers here. We could do something with Vader. Against Ewoks. Vader and something against Ewoks. Troopers. That leaves me CLS. Jedi Knight Luke. Dash Rendar. So maybe Dash is the best thing to use against that old Republic. But again, I can't worry so much. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go in. We're going to beat the front wall. We're going to save good teams for the back wall. We're going to beat this front wall. We're going to beat ships. And then we're going to use that last zone with characters to try to figure out exactly how many banners we need for the victory. So we'll do it that way. So this bounty hunter team, they do a ton of damage. If we want max banners here, we're going to need recovery. Or we're going to, you know, we could just trooper this. Troopers would get max banners. We got plenty of stuff that we can deal with those Geos, right? But troopers are clean against the Geos. Super clean. If I do Jedi Knight Luke here, I could potentially do Jedi Knight Luke lead. And just use Hermit Yoda, get the mass assist. Stun everybody. They probably never take a turn. 293 on Boba Fett. Or, was that Cad Bane that was at 293? No, that was Boba Fett. 264. Cad Bane's slow. He's not going to be fast. So 293 is it. So again, going for like maximum banners. Never letting them take a turn is probably something good to do, right? So we could take in like 4 Jedi. Hermit Yoda goes first. Mass assist in. Just start tearing them apart with everything. And win. They may never get to go. Dengar probably gets off a bomb. So we need to target mass assist on Cad Bane. Then target Dengar with the mark. And then kill everybody. TK says hello. Hey TK, how you doing, man? For everybody who's hanging out in here, good reminder, please use that like saber. Kill that like button, slash it, crush it, dice it, slice it. Use force lightning if you have to. Get that like button out of here, guys. Get that thing taken care of. Put on a Datacron to help out here. And then we're going to try to do this. With Jedi Knight Luke, they have to never take a turn. If I put Revan in the lead, the assists will recover my protection. So maybe this is actually a better setup. Because we can still do Hermit Yoda. We're still 293, right? We're going to be faster than 293. 317 with Revan. So we still get to go first with Revan. We can pass a turn to Luke. Stun everybody. And go from there. And then recover banners. If somebody gets a turn, we can recover. TK says he's doing great. 3-day weekend. Yeah, nice. Arv is off to Territory Wars. It's TW time. Nice. That means it's also Fleet Arena time. I got to get out of here and go do some Fleet Arena placement. I'm way behind in my Fleet Arena placement these last few days, so got to get out there and get that done. All right, Cad Bane. I think Luke is actually going to go before their Boba Fett, so we're going to go in like this. Stun everybody. Send Luke. Send it around to Luke again. Let's just take big chunks out of Bosk here. We'll go back to Bastila, put an ability block over here. Let's stun Boba Fett if we can. Turns out we can't. All right, we got to start taking some of these guys off the board before they get a turn. All right, trying to put me on fire, bro. Let's see. Send Luke again, because why not? Send everybody. Get him out of here. You know, should be good for 66 banners. 65 full protection units, 3 out of 4. I guess Hermit Yoda. So Hermit Yoda must have lost some protection that we didn't get back. That's frustrating. All right, once again, lowest possible number of guys for the highest possible number of banners. Save Vader for the back wall, CLS. We've got this gas. We've got Maul Mandos, troopers. If we can go in here and just pull the trigger and nuke these guys down before they ever get a turn, that's better than a lot of alternatives. Counterattacks can be a thing here. But what if we just load it up with a... Oh, you know what? Why wouldn't this work? That should work, right? Can we just Savage it? I feel like we can just Savage it. Yeah. So we get a bunch of damage over times. We gain tenacity. Alright. When Savage takes damage, he gains defense, heal, offense, 30% turn meter. At the end of his turn, he dispels all debuffs on a random other Sith ally, gains those debuffs. Dispel all debuffs from Savage whenever he is critically hit. Extra defense, offense, speed, etc. So basically, as long as one of these guys critically hits him, any damage over times that he's building up will be taken away. Like your lick sabers, but don't lick your lightsabers. Jar Jar, that's pretty funny. Thorn 007 says, hey guys, get him DL. May the force be with Yao. Alright. Let's get in there, Savage. Savage. Savage oppress. Stunned. Not stunned. Ready to go. Killing Zalbar. Oh, nice. Now I gotta kill Juhani. Nice. One shot and some fools. Get out of here. Alright, recover protection? Nope. 68 banners. Good enough is good enough. Alright, got some high banner wins there, guys. Alright. Going back to the back wall. Oh, no, we gotta do fleet. We gotta get out and do fleet placement stuff before it gets too late and we end up with garbage placement again. Let's go. Let's get in here on both of these accounts and work for placement. We'll go back, we'll do fleet again in Grand Arena, come back, work placement again. Got a half hour. Does anybody think they need to get rid of these stupid 10-minute timers? Like, what is the point that you have to... Wow. Wow, no assists, no damage, got dodged. Oh, boy. I'm almost going to lose my tank. Oh, man. Whatever. Oh, man. All right, let's try again over here. That's a pretty short-lived battle. All right. F for failure. Let's see if we can show a little more how this battle's supposed to go over here. Or if maybe he'll just dodge that again. All right, this one started off in the right way. This looks much more normal. All right. Have they put out a timeline on Leviathan? Have they said like Leviathan is coming out in August or something like that? Have they? I don't recall ever seeing a definitive timeline. But do we know when to expect that ship to be announced or launched or whatever? All right, let's get in here, get this taken care of, get the IG-2000 out. We can almost put this in auto at this point because gotten all of his ships killed. We're in good shape. We'll play it out to the point where we can send the Tantive. Put it in auto. Go back to our GAC. All right. Incoming Ebon Hawk. There's 26 different ways we don't care about Ebon Hawk. All right, let's get back to Grand Arena. I think they said you will want to unlock Fury Interceptor as early as possible if you want to get Leviathan on launch. So that would imply that it's going to be shortly after this round of 3 conquests. So that puts it like a month, 6 weeks out, something like that. Interesting. All right, let's see what we got for fleet. Okay. So we've got Resistance fleet, Rebel fleet, and some kind of Empire fleet with no Vader in the starting lineup. So let's think about resource allocation here. Probably do... Let's see. Probably do Profundity against the Home 1. Malevolence here. Negotiator here. So let's do Profundity. But maybe think about how many reinforcements we need here. You know what? The difference between 1 reinforcement or 2 is not really significant. If we don't need the second reinforcement, we won't bring it in. If we do, we'll be happy to have it. So I think we do 2 reinforcements. We don't worry about that 1 extra banner. There's no guarantee we get to our alt in time, and rebels can be a pain in the butt. So we'll do it this way. And we'll try to smash through for as many banners as we can get. All right, so we're going to be starting up June here soon. So Leviathan come out sometime in July, it sounds like. If that's an accurate assessment that you have to have Leviathan or the Malgus' ship to get it on release. Of course, that's true. That's automatically true, right? So let's say it was going to come out in September. If you don't get it in Conquest Unlock, you certainly won't have time to have gotten it out of Proving Grounds or out of the shop or something else. So, yeah, I mean, anybody who wants Leviathan should be going for Malgus' ship. I think it's kind of irrelevant. 71 banners. It's okay. All right, this one with Malevolence, and we will bring in Plo to try to get banners back when relevant. And I think that's it, right? We'll just take in 2 reinforcements. We'll do Plo. This is going to be a low banner win, though. So maybe the better thing to do is to bring in another Geo and bring in Plo with the Galactic Republic stuff. All right. Let's get in here. See if we can kill us a Radish. There's The stun won't work there, right? Because I think the foresight prevents the stun. Okay, buzz droids for you. Buzz droids for everyone. Tank down. Alright. Well, so far, they haven't gone crazy with the area effect stuff. Alright, there we go. Bunch of big area effect damage. Right as I say that. Hasn't been that much blam. Blammo. Alright, get the spy in here. We want this ship out of here ASAP. Outrider? What's the Outrider doing in this fleet? So this fleet is all about buying time until they can get your capital ship to go away. I don't understand what about Outrider would help delay that. Maybe just that it can go into stealth here like it did. I don't know. Seems like a pretty weak contribution to this fleet. 71 banners. Okay. I thought that was going to be like a 67 or something. All right. General Kenobi. And let's do these two, this one, and Plo. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. And we're just they're going to put us on fire. And then we're going to try to bring Plo in to get all those banners back. And we're going to try to finish it up by then. Alright, in we go. We've got the TIE Defender. We'll try to hit that first. We are not successful in one-shotting the TIE Defender. We'll target the tank with our mass assist here. Just do as much damage as we can. That's really the threat in this fleet. The rest of it, we should be able to get down more or less just with area effect stuff. Alright, here comes the fire, guys. Not much we could do about that. Alright, more area effect attacks. Now we'll bring in that Plo, get rid of the fire, recover some banners. Turn meter, take that out. And I don't think we're going to get through this tank fast enough to... fast enough to get around the next reinforcement. Okay. One shot away, guys. We were one shot off of really big success, and instead we're going to lose like 5 banners to this nonsense with the area effect. 4 banners, 4 protection banners. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. That could have been like a 75 banner win right there. Alright, so let's see where we're at now. We've got to win the zone. So we've got 1865 for him. We've got 1444 so far. So we need 421. We will get 210 for the zone, which means 211 that we have to at least get. And divide that by 3 teams. We need 70 banners on each win. So we can't win. Even with those solos I pulled off, we can't win. If we got 69 banners on every one, 69 times 3 plus 210. Oop, 69 times 3 plus 210. It's 417. And we can't even get there, y'all. Wow. That would put us at 1861. Alright. Man, even going for efficiency and high banners, and we still couldn't get there. Man, I knew he cleared efficiently, but that's something else. He soloed everything. Time to put a real defense back on defense, boys. Yeah, we've got a... Man, he really had to just do solos everywhere. Too good for us. Your opponent was crazy efficient. 1865 is a huge score for Kyber. Need to up your defense. Yeah, exactly, Ray. That's yeah, same conclusion I'm coming to. Let's finish these out and get our money. We can go play fleet battles again right now. So we'll go play another fleet battle on each account. Hey, Kyle, get stunned. Get him out of here. Get Cara Dune out of here. Get everybody out of here. Bye. Oh, wow. She brings Kyle back. I don't know. Am I happier with her bringing her Kyle back because I just don't want to deal with Cara Dune? That's possible. It's possible that I'm actually happier to see Kyle than I would have been on Cara. Alright, Biggs, die. Give me banners. Give me banners, bro. I've never seen anything that high. A good score for me is 1845. Yeah, I knew coming in 1865 is massive. That's what I said. I got my work cut out for me trying to beat this guy. For sure. Yep, time to go back to putting the defense down. Let's maul some geos. Yeah, once I get Jabba, I'll put Jabba and JMK on defense almost all the time after I get Jabba. We'll put them both down. We'll put the JMK top, we'll put the Jabba bottom, and we'll just dare people to beat them both. They'll probably be able to beat the JMK, so I'll put him top and then still have chances to hold him on fleets. If they can beat Jabba and go through bottom, then they'll probably have a hard time beating JMK top. That's the hope. And then we can still keep a bunch of teams on defense. I think getting some really hard teams on defense. I can put gas on defense now. Some other stuff like that. Vader and what? Maybe we just do Vader. Solo Vadero. We can use Treya Vader. We're just going to solo Vader because it doesn't matter. So we will solo Vader. We'll look for that potency thing. Where is that? I said I was going to go do fleet, and then I just keep not doing fleet. Alright, let's get in there. You could try to find some tricky teams that do just enough damage to steal banners, like Dengar and Newt. Let's target the scout. And let's see if we can kill this elder right away. And then just bonk all the other Ewoks and then finish off scout. 69, dude. 1855. Still pretty good, but just couldn't get to 1865. Let's go ahead and give him a tell. You know, let's send him a message. There you go. Give our opponent a compliment. Now we'll do fleet. Still 11th place. I'm still not going to get very good placement today because I got to get the crystals back though, guys. So I may actually have to do a crystal refresh and go for number 1. It's a risk because let's say I get pinned at like number 5 or something like that, or I don't know, number 4, and then you spend crystals to refresh to get to number 1. You're only getting like 75 more crystals, and if you don't win the battle, you've thrown away 50 crystals that you don't get back. So I really don't like refreshing fleet, but I really would like to get first place. Get the placement, get the crystals, get the extra energy or the extra fleet store currency that comes with it. Alright, cleared that off. We'll target this IG2K. Get this thing out of here. Alright. One more hit. There we go. Switch over here. Take as many shots as we can. We'll clear the first instance of the Razor Crest. He'll get healed up. Not much we can do about it, but we did pop him for the first one, so that's good. We'll be able to work through him very quickly here on the second go around. Heal didn't help too much. We got the ult up, so next time we get a capital ship turn, we'll get tentative. We'll put it on auto and walk away. Don't really care if the AI plays it efficiently once we've got that taken care of. And we'll go over to the Abticio account. Hit this for fleet placement again. Yeah, Blessed Carrot says it's a good GAC nevertheless. Yeah, 1855 is a good score. Not good enough, but it's a pretty good score. I'm kind of surprised at the way he played fleet, though. I mean, we would have had to pick up like 5 more banners in fleet to even have a chance, and then we would have had to solo all of those teams on the back wall. Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, he took 4 GLs on offense, and like my 4 hardest teams, he just did solo GLs against my 4 hardest teams, and then the rest of it's trivial. So, yeah. You know what, guys? Maybe we should just put gas on defense right now. Is there anything that you guys see that would say we really need to keep gas on offense to beat X? So, what does gas beat that we can't already beat with the rest of our teams? And I understand that like gas could probably beat Malgus or something like that. And if we don't have that, then we have to use a Galactic Legend. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So maybe we put gas on defense. What else? What else should we put on defense? I think we only put gas on defense if we're willing to put a GL there. See, the thing is, putting things like Qui-Gon and gas on defense, if you don't actually put something on defense that's hard for them to beat, then they just take their GLs against those teams, and it's really, it's exactly the same, right? There's like no difference in the outcome. So yeah, I really can't go more defense until I get Jabba. I mean, I'm kind of stuck. Because against everybody that has 4 and 5 GLs, putting 1 JMK on defense isn't the answer. I need JMK and Jabba both. And then teams like Gas and Qui-Gon really climb in priority, because once you've used up 2 of your opponent's best teams beating your Galactic Legends, then Qui-Gon and Gas and that they're no longer free wins. You can put a CLS burner team on the front wall and then Gas on the back wall. The way I see it, if you're changing from a 0 strength defense, adding just 1 or 2 strong teams will be just as easy to beat. You need a more structured defense. Yeah, that's exactly it, Ray. That's exactly it. You either got to go And the other thing that I could do is go back to a full defense, right? I could go back to just filling up like 8 slots with good defensive teams and then go for not a full clear. That worked for me for the longest time, putting down, a bunch of good defensive teams and just planning to beat the opponent on 2 zone clears. I could do that. Do what I call a permission strategy. I'm going to try that. I think I'm going to try that for the next round of GAC on my Loquitur account just for fun. So what I call a permission strategy, you give away this zone for free, for example. So you put teams here like Grievous and things like that, like somebody said earlier, teams that try to steal banners but you're not really that worried about. You put a pretty good defense here that they got to work to get through, and then you put the real defense on the back wall here. And exactly like you said, you put teams on the front to try to bait out the opponent's best teams, and then you put your best defenses on the back wall, and you pretty much let them have this zone in front of ships. Then they're stuck on ships and they're stuck on your back wall. And it makes it a 2-zone clear. You just got to bait them into using teams that they like putting Grievous on the front wall somewhere, so that, or here probably is even better, so that they'll use up their Wampa, and then putting a good Iden team on the back wall. So that's the kind of tricks we need to do. Placing Jabba and Laugh defense works even in Kyber 1. I think he means light defense. Nicest says I go full defense. 2 GLs, JMK, JML, put down JMK, Qui-Gon, Starkiller, CLS, Chupio, Ami, Gas, and Malgus on the top wall. Brady says I'm kind of in a similar situation. Team's unlocking Jabba Monday, and I can't wait to park him on the front wall and laugh. Yeah. Unfortunately, Loquitur is still quite a way out on Jabba, because I've taken some detours. I'm still taking detours. I've got one last little detour to go. So I do, as I build Fennec Shand, my intent is to build out this this Fennec team that I'm going to try to use to kill Lord Vaders and stuff like that. And that does mean a Grief Karga relic. So Grief Karga's, I think, the last non-journey relic that I'm going to do. And then, Fennec will be my 5th relic for Jabba. And then I've still got like 9 relics to go to get Jabba on this account. So because we took the detours with building the Jedi Knight Luke team here, built out the Mandos here for the raid, built the Maul kind of out of sequence, and then we're building this Fennec team. So I'm taking some detours here. It'll take me another, I don't know, at the current relic rate, probably 2 months to get Jabba on this account. But then I feel like I'm going to, there's this tipping point, right, where like, I got the Executor, I got the Profundity, and then there's been this long stretch where the account's like just kind of on a plateau, so to speak. And I feel like I'm going to get Jabba, and then I'm going to get like JML, and I'm going to just like power my way up to Kyber 2 pretty quickly from here. Maybe I won't, but I feel like that's the case. I feel like this account's just going to blow things wide open once we get Jabba locked down and start on our next journey. And if it doesn't happen, well, no, it's okay. But I'm convinced this account's ready to go, reaching critical mass. You could probably win more with light defense, but you don't want to count banners and stuff every time. And often in 3v3, I do one battle and call it a day because I really dislike it. The issue that I had with building light defense or let's say going with heavy defense. If I go with heavy defense and my opponent goes with heavy defense and they have 5 and 6 GLs and I've only got 2, it becomes really hard to deal with. And even if you put 2 GLs on defense and a bunch of other good stuff, if they're bringing 5 GLs on offense, it's still rough. So deciding between offense and defense has been a challenge. I think getting teams like the Jedi Knight Luke that can potentially beat a GL, and getting the Fennec Shan team that can potentially beat a GL, getting Wampa to Relic 8 so that if anybody puts C on defense, I can kill him. I think having the confidence that I can get through some GLs for cheap makes it easier for me to put my GLs on defense. And that's when we'll start getting back to winning more than 50%. I mean, we're treading water. We're not doing bad. We're still winning 50% and staying in Kyber, right? So it's not like we failed or something. Okay, let's go for number 3 placement and fleet over here. Got the mirror-ish match against somebody with a better fleet. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheese it. We're going to use Imperial Fire to make this battle a challenge for the opponent. Mirroring skills so far almost. All right. Extra assists there. We'll take our extra assist, but we're going to target the Millennium Falcon. Hopefully that'll get us a little bit better. Oh man, I lost the coin flip. I hate that. Yeah, they got the debuff on me, so I can't get protection. I'll lose my tank in a hurry. That stinks. Nothing I could do about it. And we didn't even get the debuff on his tank, so that's pretty awful. Okay, come on now. We'll bring in the Imperial Flamethrower. Let's see if we can get the tank down. There we go. Now we'll focus on Outrider. He'll bring in Ghost. But with the flames on, things are rough for the opposing rebels. They'll bring this in. And then as soon as I get a turn on my tank again, we'll just go right back to having fire on everybody. So 2 rounds of that nonsense. Should be game over for him. Prevents assists. Means that he can't get to his ult very well. We'll be able to remove the buffs right on time for the Falcon. He just put them back up. So he's a long way off from doing another spin move. And we should be able to just destroy this Millennium Falcon. Now he's got virtually zero chance. So that's how you win a mirror match if you're going profundity against profundity. Even if you have a worse fleet, you pretty much just take in that little ship and put fire on everybody. It's pretty debilitating for the opponent. Let's see if we can get number 1 over here. And then we'll go back if we still got time. We're out of time. We've only got 4 minutes left till we lock in payout. So number 3 is going to have to do it for my other account. If I spent 50 crystals on a refresh, I would only go from 350 to 400 winning on Loquitur. So not worth it. We got it. We placed 3rd. That's going to be good enough. We didn't get a lot of damage here, but we did get the daze onto this Xanadu Blood, so he can't assist. Pretty useless at this point, so we should be in okay shape, even though we didn't get him killed right away. As long as we can recover with this Outrider, should be okay. Having the breach on the tank is inconvenient, because a lot of times that breach just stays on there for so long because the enemy doesn't have to target it. It doesn't get removed until you get 3 debuffs or until it expires. Okay, so here it expired. That's actually really good for us. Kind of got lucky there, I think. All right. Now we'll try to take out this Slave 1. Have they renamed that ship? Have they determined that Slave is officially offensive and they had to change the name of the ship? I know it was being discussed, but they referred to it several times as Boba Fett's ship instead of Slave 1. Have they made a determination on whether or not that's offensive? I've said the name of the ship like 7 times, and if it is like officially determined that it's politically incorrect, then I've already said it a bunch. So I guess that makes me insensitive or something. All right, let's just auto this out. Nothing to see here. All right. Let's catch up here. I'm in Kyber 3 with 6.5 million GP and 2 GLs. Paper defense and banner efficiency is how I got here, says Darth Robray. Why is Fennec not relicked but at gear 12 in all 6 pieces? That's because I don't click any buttons until I'm ready to do my account update for the week. So today, after reset, I'll gather up all my loot for the day and I'll go through my account, and I won't click that button to upgrade her until such time as we're recording the upgrades for the week for my account. So yep, I do all that for you guys. It's all for you. I sacrifice my own progress for your entertainment. I don't know. At first when I did it, I gotta tell you guys, when I was doing the updates just weekly, it drove me bonkers. Like, I had characters that I knew I could upgrade that I was waiting to upgrade till the end of the week, and it was like an itch that you can't scratch. And I'm sitting there looking at my account going, man, I could probably do these upgrades now and just record it and put it in at the end of the week. And yeah, so but after a while, when I started getting used to doing the updates once a week, I actually think it's better. I think it's so much better, because then when you've got all your gear collected up for the week, you can make very focused decisions on where that gear goes, which characters you're going to build up. Any leftover gear goes on second tier characters. You don't waste it. So I found that my ability to focus and to build the account in a good way, man, I love doing it weekly now. I love it. I wouldn't, if I had the option to change, if I quit streaming and never did this again, I would still, I think, do weekly upgrades. Maybe I would fall back into old habits, but maybe not. 7 million on my opponent for Obtisio. 24,000 Galactic War Battles won, so 5 years, almost 6-year-old account. Zoiks. All right, he's got SLKR way down here at 368 placement. He's using the Empire fleet. What's interesting with some of these really old accounts, they get what appears to be a lot better fleet placement than they should. But what happens in a lot of these shards is that, you start up, everybody's playing. That goes on for a couple years. As people start to quit, leave the game, not play anymore, then your fleet shard has some shrinkage. So eventually, given a long enough timeline, there's only like 25 active people left in the fleet shard anyway. So you can get pretty good placement with pretty rotten fleet just because, there's nobody left. So I've seen that a few times before. Chimera, wow. No Malevolence, no Negotiator, no Executor, no nothing. His fleet is in tatters. We've got massive fleet advantage. All right, good. So tons of fleet. Character-wise, not so much, though. Sith Eternal is in his account. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Revans. Relic 7 Malik. With people like this that kind of ignore fleets, usually you don't see this good of a build on the character side. But he's got tons of stuff. He's got the 2 GLs. He's got the Triumvirate in here. He's got pretty high relics on a bunch of characters that don't necessarily need that high of relics. So that's interesting. Sith Empire Trooper at Relic 6. Let's check mods. Let's just take a look and see how much of a collector we're fighting here. 264, fastest non-GL character, Darth Sidious. So that puts him firmly back in collector status at that point. 254 on his Shock T with a speed set. Zoinks. Wish I had those resources that he spent on those mods. Alright, so we've got a massive advantage on ships and mods. Massive disadvantage just on characters, because, I mean, if he plonks down the SLKR on defense, there's not much I can do. Alright, we got a full Relic Revan team. It's pretty scary, but I've got CLS, I've got some answers. We've got a Empire team down here with a bunch of stuff. Thrawn. No Mara Jade. Mara Jade would make that team pretty scary, but don't have it. Alright, here we've got Night Sisters. We got to pay attention to these Night Sisters. Full Relic Night Sister team with Zombie. Relic 5. No Marin yet, though, so we've got Talia as the 5th. Interesting. And Asajj lead. Got some Scoundrels. Got some Ewoks down here with a Relic 3 on the Elder. Okay. So a bunch of teams that are beatable, but they all have relics, and I feel like once we get through some teams, we'll start running out of stuff pretty quickly. I don't think my troopers are good enough to beat this, because I do really have some weak troopers, and this Yoda's going to be hitting super hard. So maybe Jedi Knight Luke here, or CLS. If I use my CLS team here, I've still got pretty good teams for the back wall. If he's got SLKR and defense on the back wall or something like that, I'm just kind of not going to win that anyway. So let's bring CLS in here and just use our best team against what appears to be his best defense. Not mess around. We'll get to the back wall. Who do we want to trigger the extra turn on? Juhani's pretty tanky, but we're probably going to want to trigger the extra turn on her because she's not going to do anything. Then we can kill Yoda. And we'll work on Bindo, but, I mean, even if Bindo brings Yoda back to life, we really don't care. Okay. Take out Revan here, because Juhani went under stealth. Then we're going to get rid of buffs. Then we're going to kill Yoda. Then we're going to work on Bindo. Making easy work of this team. Yeah, nice. Let me get Bastila out of here. Put blinds on just to make sure that if they do get turns, they're not going to be able to do anything to us. And Juhani down. Cat Lady goes away. 75 banners. 100k in the bank. Let's go. Empire team here. I think maybe we do Empire on Empire action. Feels like cheap way to win. Get through to the back wall. See what's back there. Make a plan for the back wall and the front wall based on whatever we see. Who else can we put in this team? I don't think we're pinching banners. I think we just want to make sure we don't lose the turn meter train. We got tons of turn meter speed over him, so Thrawn will be able to pass a turn to Mara Jade to get the party started. Although, with that Tarkin lead, Tarkin was faster than I was going to give him credit for, so that's not ideal. So get some stuns. We still got stagger on Krennic. Yeah, there we go. Got stagger off of Krennic. Get some shocks in here. He's still got turn meters, so let's get rid of that. We don't need to use this skill yet. We can use this and try to remove their turn meter. Just keep them under control. Okay. Like I said before in the prior GAC, we're going to work our way around here. Spread out the damage across multiple characters while we still got 5 showing. That will let us always make sure we're keeping our turn meter tricks up and running. Stun everybody again if we can. We missed the stun on this Royal Guard. We need to get a kickoff on him pretty soon. Don't want to lose banners for no reason and start getting people stunned. Okay, well he just did the power-up skill, and he had buff immunity on himself, so he didn't get any buffs. Let's kick him. Let's just work on this guard till he's out of here. No relic characters in this team, so we're definitely doing a tickle fest here with a bunch of like gear 12 and less characters. I think Thrawn's Thrawn gear 12 on this account. I think Thrawn's gear 12 and everybody else is like gear. I think Palpatine's like 11. Mara Jade's like gear 8 because she needs Kairos to go to gear 9 or something. So we've got pretty low level stuff here. I call this win a series of 1,000 paper cuts because that kind of feels like what you're doing, right? You just kind of like trying to give somebody so many paper cuts that you kill them. Not an easy thing to do. Carry around some lemon juice so that halfway through we can start putting lemon juice on the paper cuts. Even if it doesn't help kill them, it makes it more entertaining. Noisier, at least. Alright, Veer's gonna die. Thrawn's gonna die. Everybody's... We're good. We're good. We kept it under control. Only gave him 1 turn on that trooper, on the Royal Guard, I mean. And he wasted it trying to buff people up. What do we got on the back wall? Oh my goodness. There's the gas. Oh man, we kind of walked into that one, huh? Alright, well, with CLS thrown away, how do we get this? Probably Jedi Knight Luke, huh? I think we might have to do a Jedi team here to have much of a chance. Skywalker's going to be hitting pretty hard, but if we can get the turn meter advantage and hold it, we should be able to do something here. Let's take a shot at this gas with Jedi Knight Luke here. Alright, congrats on 6K subscribers, almost 6.1K. I was going to do something for the 6.1K or 6K, but kind of lost track of it, to be honest with y'all. Still should probably do something for that, like a giveaway or something. Man, we are doing nothing here for Skywalker. Oof. Look at this. We're not even putting little dents in him with holy cow. Hitting him with Jedi Knight Luke and it's doing nothing. Oh man, we're in trouble. Okay, swing this around, give it back to Luke. Oh, counterattack is devastating. Bindo's about to go down. Oh, counterattacks again. Give ourselves a free turn. All right. Luke's going to have to solo this whole thing. Somehow before Fives kills him. Or Rex, I mean. All right. We got to get Rex out of here, boys. That wasn't enough. We got to do a basic. All right. We got Rex down. That means that we're not going to get insta-killed at least. I got a daze on now. Dazed and confused. Oh, gonna lose our Hermes. Hermes Yoda down. He's back in stealth for the moment, though. This gas is like super chunky. He's a beastie boy, this gas. All right, I need to put the Zeta on that Yoda at some point too, because, you know, some foresights here would be nice, be helpful, be useful. I would like it. Okay, just keep calling him to assist. Gas can sit down. Wow. Ahsoka, beast. I think we got to kill Ahsoka here. I'm not sure how much I'm worried about this clone trooper. Not even close. Holy cow. Wow. All right, well. Not great, guys. Not great. All right, let's put in Shakti and the boys. Try to take out this Padme here. I think gas is going to stand. We can try some stuff on gas, but what we're going to do, we're going to clear the rest of it and come back to gas and poke at him again. We can try the Triumvirate now that we've gotten rid of Fives and Rex. We're not so worried about you know, getting things insta-killed, so maybe we can try Triumvirate in there. We got some things we can still play with. You know what? We're not going to do the mass assist yet. We're just going to take clone turns. Wait for them to do the courage garbage. We can't clear that anyway, but we can clear the healing immunity, which might be useful. Okay. I know we won't get the assist, but at least we can put up some extra protection. I don't mind. If we get the sacrifice here, it's to be expected, honestly. All right, we'll do the turn meter gain now. We'll do that, try to get rid of some buffs. We've just got to attack Kenobi and keep the taunt off. Oh, he got the taunt back. We got to take the taunt off right here. No. We're not getting the taunt to stay off. Alright, we just got to do the recovery now with Shakti, if she lives that long. Okay, we got it. Bye, Anakin. Later, buddy. Your flight has your flight has arrived at the gate. All aboard. Get out of here. All right, now we'll just cycle our abilities as fast as we can, get back around to that next aerial advantage. And that one is going to go on the Padme. All right, taking lots of turns with these clones. They're all souped up now that they got the, you know what? Fine, Kenobi, just die. No Anakin there to counterattack me. Might as well just take it while I can. What was I saying? I don't mind that the sacrifice came in. That was to be expected. Shakti didn't die. Overall, we're doing fine here. All right. Should be able to get once we get Padme, it'll be super easy to kill Shakti. Bye. See you later. Don't really care about banners. I mean, character-wise, if my opponent plays, we're going to lose. Ship-wise, I think Profundity stands. So as long as we get a clear, I really don't think there's anything he can do against our Profundity. So basically, it'll be our Profundity standing. We still got some chances that we might be able to take out his gas. So we're going to try that. But overall, I think it's Profundity versus gas at the end, possibly how it ends up. In terms of Night Sisters, I think we're going to do... We could do We could do either Vader or Troopers. I think at the end of the day we want to do Vader. Let's get a Watt in here. And let's see if there's like some other stuff that we can put in here to buy time. Although we do still have Wampa. How does Wampa do against gas? Could we just Wampa that gas? I wonder why what would stop us from just putting Wampa in against the gas, right? Because I'll ramp up damage to the point where I'll be able to take gas down. There's no Rex to insta-kill the Wampa. Fives is gone. So right, we're done. We're done there. I kind of feel like I just want to go do that right now. We can Savage the Ewoks. I don't really need him somewhere else. What's stopping us from doing this right here? I don't think there's anything stopping us, right? Hellsteel crit chance. Sure, why not? All right, sharing. I'm a Blessed Carrot says I'm on Erodium 2, almost Jabba, almost Cat for JMK. I guess I'll go up to Kyber. Will I? Yeah, I mean, if you get Cat for your JMK and get Jabba, you should easily be able to get into Kyber. All right. Arva says, I feel like I'm finally able to get the hang of the top end meta, so I'm starting to climb again finally. Nice. TIE Bomber's my favorite ship. The fire and then no assist is very satisfying. Juan Sanchez says, no matter what Disney says, it'll always be Slave One, and I and my friends shall continue to call that. Graham Case says, I think Disney doesn't want to use it on their stuff, but haven't gone so far as to officially change it. They just call it Boba Fett's fire spray, which is accurate without changing the name, because fire spray is the model of the ship. I don't think I ever knew that. It is the type of ship is a fire spray. Interesting. I don't think waiting is all for us. There has to be very satisfying getting those serotonin hits once in a while. Mathing everything out seems fun. If you're offended by a fictional ship being called Slave One, you have serious issues. There were people threatening to sue, or maybe even lawsuits were filed in the prequel series because Watto, the junk vendor, was so clearly portrayed to be a greedy person of the Jewish faith. Like, literally, people connected Watto so strongly with that they were going to sue Star Wars. So, will people make these conclusions about fictional characters? Not only will they, but they'll take it all the way down, you know? It's crazy what people will commit to. So this gas only has 132,000 protection, and his armor's not that high. He's got speed buffs on. But man, when I was hitting him with Jedi Knight Luke, even with all the offense that I've got on that character, just felt like a wet noodle. Crazy. Ziggy says, if you don't mind my asking, what do you do as a job? I manage a factory. So I manage a manufacturing plant. We actually, we did training on Friday, so I found out that somewhere within the corporate structure there's a training team that has picked up doing personality profile tests and training. And I love that kind of stuff. So I had my whole factory shut down on Friday. Everybody got to go home early Thursday. And we all came in yesterday. We did a personality test. We did the training. Everybody got to eat a bunch of free food, and I paid them hours for being there. So that's how nice of a boss I am. Invest a bunch of the company's money back in the people that work for me. Don't get to do that often, but when we do, I think it's rewarding. Even if it only helps a couple people, it could be a really big deal for somebody, learning how to cope with different personalities, different styles. Fun stuff. All right, we're going to ramp here because, it's not going to be... Look at this. Wampa's doing good damage to this gas. Like, Wampa feels strong in here. He's hitting hard. Look at that. He just took Ahsoka down like she was nothing. Look at this. Jedi Knight Luke was struggling against gas, and Wampa's like, BAM! Take most of your life in one hit, brah. Dat Wampa. Dat Relic 8 Wampa is a beast. In more ways than 3. He just ate that gas for lunch. Alright. Omicron Night Sisters. I mean, we can't take this as a joke, right? So let's just go in here. Let's go hard. Let's do Sith. Let's do Traya. This. And then we'll put in the tank. And we'll put in Wat Tambor. And we'll just go all in. Let's go. Oh man, I was way behind on chat. I was like a whole screen behind. Weak troopers, Wampa could work. You can ramp Tarkin's damage in the battle. Second special basic forever, then first special near the end. Arva voted for Wampa. Sometimes you'll get a surprise AoE board wipe from Tarkin. Really? Dad is showing his son how it's done. That's funny. Alright, let's go over here on Vader with the weapon tech first. We'll do a Merciless Massacre. We'll do this on Zombie. We'll see if we can do lots of damage to Talia. Wasn't enough. But it's fine. It's going to be fine. Whacking on these Night Sisters. Getting some ability blocks down. Bunch more damage over times. Here comes the plague. Wat goes away. Wat can't handle the plague. It would have been nice to be able to get Wat another turn and get the tank tech over here onto my crew. But, take what you can get. Okay. Let's isolate this zombie. You know the difference between a zombie and a zombie, right? How fast they move. Get Daka out of here. Nice little execute there from the Nihilus. We'll go back here with a basic. Put it on that. Zombie to get the damage over times. Try to get Asajj. Nice. Nice. This is where you just look at that weapon tech sitting over Vader's head. And you thank Wat Tambor for the fact that none of these Night Sisters will ever be coming back. Weapon tech. Still good after all these years, boys and girls. Wat Tambor. Even though he's dead, winning the battle for us more or less. Alright, we got Waka Waka. We can solo Savage this, I think. Just do it for practice. Tenacity, potency, health, sure, why not? Let's go. You can finish gas with Wampa. Vader Wat Talon, says James. Normally Wampa kills everyone except gas with all 5 troopers. Yeah, if the Rex is in there, you pretty much can't do it with the Rex in there because the Rex will ramp up and kill your Wampa sooner or later. If Wampa gets enough time, though, he's the legend. I've got my Wampa set up for offense. He's just hardcore on offense. Relic 8. So I used, basically what I said is I'm going to put him at Relic 8, and just the fact that he's Relic 8 already gets him a bunch more health, and then I can spend all my mods making him do more damage. I have liked that combination so far. He feels like so much more powerful of a character on this account than he does as a Relic 7 on my Loquitur account. So I think that strategy is pretty successful. I guess I could have used the execute there. Missed opportunity on my part. We gotta wait for the Elder to come out from stealth. We got 2 walks down, so maybe I should just keep killing everybody else. He's the only one out of stealth, though, so we're happy. Well, he's back off of yellow health. Thought for a second there I was going to get the execute on him. Ah, he's dead anyway. Now we got Wicket. I'm actually going to save Wicket till last because he's at least going to keep triggering. Well, never mind. Never mind. Logri got into stealth. Nothing I could do about it. 69 banners, dudes. He walks down. All right, we got some Mandalorians here. We've got everything left. I think troopers here. Just try to use troopers and get a clean win. We've got this team of Hut Cartel that we could throw at something, but I don't really know how that works in Grand Arena. Got them all geared up for the crate raid, but I'm not sure it's a great Grand Arena team. Let's get rid of Beskar Mando first. We'll do the punches. All right. And then let's get rid of Cara Dune just because I hate her so much that even if she's not the right next target, I'm still going to kill her. I don't want to take a week and a half every time she takes a basic attack, so out she goes. Chewbacca in this team. Not exactly sure what good the Chewbacca was doing. I guess he was putting guard on Cara Dune. Okay, let's see what we got back here on Shippies. Whiskey Hoarder said lawsuits filed. People of all colors have been enslaved. 130k protection is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad, but again, I really my Luke was just really not hitting very hard at all. I was impressed by how sturdy he was for being a Relic 5. All right, this is probably the better fleet, so we'll use Malevolence here. Use Negotiator down bottom. Separatistas. Let's get in there. We'll take in Plo, because, you know, Plo is the master of getting some banners back. When Arv is in here, the chat's always busy. Ziggy says the job sounds interesting. Do you ever use Tuscans in GAC? No. I mean, my Tuscans are barely good enough to complete an objective in the challenges when the challenges come up. My Tuscans are really pathetic. Haven't really invested anything into them yet. Alright, well, I don't know, whatever. We'll just hit Darth Maul here. lose the buzz droids on him. That's unfortunate. Put buzz droids back on him, and that's unfortunate for him. 68 banners cleared. Next fleet, go, 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 go. Can't click fast enough. Pew, Galactic Republic. Let's go. Republic in there. Only that. One reinforcement. Trust. Trusting in the power of the Galactic Republic fleet. Alright, how you doing in territory wars, Arva? You kicking, what is it, came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and all, our Arva's all out of bubblegum. Alright, let's get in here. Get that guy out of stealth. I think we'll do the mass assist over here on Clone Sergeant, because he's like the decent ship in this group. Oh, big hit here. Possibly finish everything off. Nice. 76 banners. That's a good fleet win. Wish I would have had that on the Loquitur account. Get some extra banners. 1342. I think we're going to win this one, because I don't think that my opponent can do nothing about my profundity. I think that's going to stand. Duke Nukem. Arva says, I can tell you how things go after it's over. Ziggy says they seem like a decent counter for speed-based teams like Imperial Trooper. Not many people use them yet, talking about Tuskens. TK says, great clear. I'm going to continue to hang out here for just a little while. I'm going to jump back over to the Loquitur account. I'm going to play around with these Maul Mandos in the crate raid. I got to play it out anyway, so it's the kind of thing where, you know, if I'm going to be playing anyway, might as well play for y'all's entertainment if somebody wants to watch. So we'll bring these Maul Mandos in. Do we care the order that they assist in? We probably want... I don't think I've ever looked that closely at this. This probably wants to be last. That's an assist. Yeah, no, I don't think it actually matters. I don't think the skills do really relevant things here, right? This is inflict damage over time if they were already debuffed, deal damage again. Okay, well, maybe we want Bo-Katan first and then him after, so that if she gets a debuff, he'll get another attack. Maybe it makes a difference, I don't know. Tusken best uses versus the Zori team. The Tusken team kills Zori and the Resistance? That's cool, I didn't know that. Tuskens for the win then. Alright, crate raid. Somebody referred to this as a loaf of honey wheat bread. And now it's kind of hard not to just see a loaf of bread every time I see the crate dragon. Nope. Let's get out of here. Missed the first attack. Didn't even get a vulnerable. I don't know about you guys, but I at least want the skill to go off. If we're only one skill in, I don't feel bad about quitting. Alright. See if we can, there we go. And we'll tear into him here. Just do a basic. Get into bird stance. Then we'll start hammering home the damage. The mark that we're looking for is at least 200,000 damage by the time we do our whistling birds. That lets me know that I'm on track for a, let's call it a normal run. Alright. 199 already and haven't even done the whistling birds. That means this is a pretty good run, actually. Alright, we'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do Whistling Birds. 236. It's okay. We'll do the ropes. So far, I've not been able to find a way to successfully... Yeah, this is going to be a bad run because you get a stunned Fett over here. Yeah, without him to get rid of the... Oh, okay, we got it back. We got him back. I didn't think we were going to be able to get him back without Django, but guess we did. Okay, and we'll wait for Maul, and we'll recover his skill, get 2 kills, go back to 5 stacks. According to plan so far. What just happened? We did not, in fact, get the crate dragon out of his... 3 bombs didn't wake him up. That... I don't think I've ever had that happen before, where triggering 3 bombs didn't bring him up. Alright. Let's keep attacking here. Stacking up damage. If I get over 1,000,000, I'll probably just be done. I've been trying to get to 1.2, and so far I haven't really even come close. I think the best I've done is like 1.07 or something like that. Let's do fire here. Let's kill a bomb stack. We'll do Whistling Birds. Okay, we'll do this. And we'll set off a bomb stack, but that'll allow us to put down 2 more bomb stacks. Should be useful. Okay. Now we can kill this bomb stack and get rid of all the debuffs. Go back to attacking here. Okay. And now we just gotta optimize our routine here as best we can. Try to get our guy back. Blech, there he is. 22 stacks of Whistling Birds now. That's pretty good. Only 550 on the damage. Should take us up 600 or so. Not even. I don't know about this run, guys. I don't know about this run. I think we're going to end up not hitting 1,000,000. Might not even get this guy up off the ground before he comes out and kills us all. Alright, get some more bombs up. Just got to stay on the bombs for right now. Wow, okay. Guess we got to come over to this other bomb and get that done too. That gets us back on the crate dragon. We're going to end up like 800,000, I think, for this run. Oh, I messed that up. I still had another stack to go. Still had another stack to run down. I thought we were done. Let's put him under damage immunity. Get some bombs out again, because I never know when you might need some bombs. 700. 730. All right. Getting better than I thought here. Oh, we lost some guys. 16 stacks. It's okay. Oh. Let's clear the debuffs. 800,000. Okay. Yeah, I think at this point, I don't know if the ropes do that much damage, but we can try to do that just for score. 823. Not the best. See, the thing is, it's weird. Okay, let's take a look at this. Maybe I just need to go down on difficulty level. Nope. If I go down on difficulty level, then I'm stuck on 900,000. Okay. How fast is your bowcat? I don't remember, like 324 or something maybe. What do you think? Does she need to be faster or slower, or what do you think of my bowcat speed? Alright, we'll get the rundown here with Maul. We've got the vulnerable up, so we get all kinds of crits here, which is nice. 20 stacks of whistling birds, which is nice. That's pretty good, 180,000 damage. 200. Alright. And then unfortunately, I've never been able to find a routine where we can set off these bombs that still does the right thing for the rest of the run. See if we can get the vulnerable on again. Only for just a second. And then he's going to go and take it off. Nothing I can do about it. Alright, and here's the Boids. Get eaten. Yeah, we'll come in with the ropes on right away for that. Nothing we can do here, just a basic. Okay, we should get our character back now. And then we can't do the... Yeah, we can't do the area effect with Maul because that will trigger all those bombs. And he's going to go down underground, so we got to wait for that. And now we're just waiting on Maul. 303 is the damage so far. Throw off with a basic here. Do one of those. And then do one of those. Happened again, guys. The crate does not come up from 3 bombs anymore. I will swear that the times that I've run this before, that has never even been an issue. He's always come up with the 3 bombs. Alright, we've got the vulnerable on him, so this is a nice little mid-fight scenario to get set up where we've got all the bombs we want on him. Or not the bombs, but the vulnerable. We've got the vulnerable on him with 5 stacks of to run down. So we're at 500,000. That's pretty good. I feel like. Do some fire on him just for fun. Bunch of blinds. What we can do about it. We'll do whistling birds. And we'll just run in here with Mandos. They're not generating turn meters, so, you know, we don't care. If I throw down the vulnerable, he's just going to take a turn and remove it anyway, so there's no reason to even worry about the vulnerable. We'll be able to kill 2 bombs here and get back to 5 stacks. So we'll do that. And then we'll do the ropes, try to get our guy back. Got him. Triggered the 20 stacks. Seems like a decent run so far. 637. Well, yeah, that's going to be awful. 64%. We're going to have to use up all of our stuff to try to get him above ground because we triggered the bombs. And we're not getting the bombs back up and running. So this is a lot of wasted damage. There's really no way around it, though. So bad bomb timing on my part. That probably cost, like, well, all the damage for the run. Dang it. It was going so well, too. And now we're going to be kind of stuck. Alright. Do what we can here. Lost Mall. That's going to be it. No way we're getting to 1 million. Alright, try again. I have to be more careful about when we set those bombs off. I was greedy. I wanted to get to the 5 stacks. I saw an opportunity to do it. Not the right thing to do. So we'll get it prepped, but we won't trigger them that second time around. Okay, vulnerable up. Stacks at 5. Basic. Birds. Run it. Try to get to 200,000. We've been getting to 200,000 damage on these, so let's see if we can get there this time. All right. 179. Barf. Okay, and then we're going to just do basic here. Do the whistling birds. 221 after the whistling birds. Alright. Get a person eaten. We'll use the ropes with Bo-Katan. She's really not doing much anyway. Got Django stunned. Alright, we didn't get our guy back yet. That's it. We're done. With Django stunned, and I think that was Bo-Katan that he ate. Just not getting our character back, I guess. I wonder what's going on with the bomb damage, because that is really... That's very strange to me. Like with this team, as many times as I've ran it, that first time he goes underground, exploding those 3 bombs has always brought him back up. Every time. So I don't know why this time that would suddenly be different. But in the runs that I've had so far, the 3 bombs is not bringing him back up. So strange. How you guys doing on your crate? What's your total contribution? Not interested in each individual team unless you want to say that, but what are you guys doing for total contribution? I'm up to like 1.5, 1.6 on the Loquitur account last time around, I think. So we're getting there. Starting to build up our contribution. Of course, when we get Jabba, that's when we're going to really kick off the real contribution. Arvis is 5.3. He's got 3 big teams up top. Nate says 1.2 million. Yeah, that's about right for mid-game for a lot of people right now. Somewhere between 1 and 2 million. Call this assist. All right. First round over, 198,000, so basically 200,000 damage. Now we've all got blinds on, so dealing with that. We'll use the assists to get rid of the blinds. That's fun. basic here, and then whistling birds. And you know what? I think I know what is changed. I think I know what's changed. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So the one thing that I'm doing differently, I've been swapping out the mods on Beskar Mando. And as of this moment right now, I never went in and changed the mods on Beskar Mando. I wonder if just those mods is the difference between that bomb working and not working. If it's just that tiny little bit of damage that I get with the mod change. Nope, he's got the mods on. So I've been putting the... yeah, no, he's got them on. These are the mods that I had on Jedi Knight Luke. So yeah, that's even the same. So the other characters are modded like I've had them modded. Let's look at Bo-Katan. 297 on her speed, I guess. I thought she was faster, but maybe I changed some things around on her. Potency. Is this a mod that we can calibrate? It is. I wonder. Let's calibrate this one time. Hit speed. Tenacity. We'll actually take the upgrade to tenacity because that means that there's 5 rolls in tenacity. And if we ever do re-roll this health again, we've got a better chance of getting back into speed. Alright, no extra speed for us. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Jar Jar Binks says he's getting about 1.7. TK says he's at 2.3 million. Nate says I didn't have teams ready when it was announced. Wanted to finish off my current project first. The Gotcha Dad says I'm level 73 and my contribution is 0. Well played, sir. Oh, well played. All right, whistling birds. We'll run down this first turn. Maybe I need to make it somehow so that we got Django fast enough that he's also going in on the first turn. Because I think the Crate Dragon now gets a turn before Django. Yep, Django's just not quite fast enough, so I don't know that that would make any difference, but... Alright, here come the whistling boys. 240. Okay, who got eaten? Beskar Mando got nibbled up. Alright, and then we're going on Maul. Whoever gets next turn has to do ropes. Get our bro back. Now he's going to go underground. And we're going to hit these bombs. Okay. Attack. Attack. And then 3 bombs blowing up. It's not enough. This is freaking me out. I don't know what's changed. Don't know what's changed. Driving me a little crazy. Okay, we'll just run down all the stacks here, right? We don't have that vulnerable on him like we did that. We had one run where we got vulnerable on him right here. We were doing tons of damage. We lost some turn meter somewhere or something. Let's take that down to 3 stacks. Okay, now we can get the vulnerable on. Just take a basic, I guess. Same here, just a basic. Call and assist to get more damage. Then we'll do this. Getting decent damage here. Should get us almost to, what, 550? Not quite 550. Put more bombs out, because reasons. And then we'll hit this bomb. Okay. Hasn't gone back underground yet. Hasn't eaten anybody yet. So the next round will be an eat somebody round. Right? It'll be a swallow whole, and then you'll have the burrow after that. So we have to save these bombs until the burrow turn. That's way too long. Yeah, we want to regenerate here. Oh, okay. We should have left this stack of bombs alone, because now when we trigger it, we're going to trigger 1, 2, and 3. So if I'm greedy here and I get my stacks back, then I'll only have 2 stacks for the next dive. I don't know. We just got to do it. We got to get the stacks and try to get the score. Put more bombs down. And this is the burrow turn, right? Yep. All right, let's do that. And we'll do this. And then we will start nuking bomb stacks. Okay. And then we got to waste 5 stacks on this guy, getting him back up. Yeah, it's definitely, there's something with the timing of this that's just not working out like I want it. So we have to wait till he's underground to trigger those bomb stacks second time around. All right. Not a great run again, guys. Maybe going to end up around 800 if we get lucky here in this last little bit of the run. But not feeling it. Not feeling it. We'll go into Whistling Bird stance. Although he'll probably get prompted right back out of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's like I said, 800 run if we're lucky. 721. It's all about that second burrow. We have to do a better job of managing our resources around that second burrow. Yep. We out. Done. Do you have Greedo, Cad, Boosh, Scando, and Boba? I have Greedo, Cad, Boosh, Scando, and Boba. Yes. I have them all, TK. Just not relicked. We got Cad Bane relicked, and Boba Fett relicked, of course, from the Executor stuff. But then we don't have the other guys ready to go. We'll come back around to that after Jabba, right? Well, we'll get Scando and Boosh during the build Greedo, so we'll have that team as we build Jabba. But yeah, so I've got these 2 guys at relic, and the rest of them are not relicked yet. Graham Case says just over 1 million, but no good Mando team. So 450 with the Old Republic, 180 with Boba Solo, and then about 300k with whatever's left over. TK saying that that team can get 1.2k without Jabba, or 1.2 million without Jabba. I have not been able to get even close to that. The Abticio account, I don't have Cad Bane. So I've got that group, but no Cad Bane. And just that little bit of turn meter removal that Cad Bane has makes a big difference. And I really haven't been able to get there on the Optisio account without Cad Bane. All right. So much less here, 20,000 less than prior runs. 200,000 before his first barf. All right, just controlling things here. Get the vulnerable on him if we can. Dodged. All right, 240 after the Whistling Birds. Now he eats somebody. And now we just take a couple swings at him. Manage our resources. Throw the ropes. Get our guy back. Okay. And the vulnerable timing on his... I feel like I actually need to slow Bo-Katan down just a little bit, because there's so many times when, like, she's going, like, right before the crate takes a turn. So she gets the vulnerable on and then just immediately gets removed, which is not what we want. All right, just basics here. Pop him up out, get vulnerable on him again. Now we've got this nice interlude with vulnerable and 5 stacks. That worked out for us again. Okay, just run all the stacks down. Get back to 2 stacks. Take some assists. Get quite a few damage over times on him now too. It helps a little bit. Gets us some score. 77% on more bomb placement. So we're going to avoid triggering any bombs where we can. Get the vulnerable on again. Nope. 98% on the bombs. And of course, the bombs come back up when it's Maul's turn. We're never going to put bombs down with Maul, I don't think. Seems like that would be a misallocation of valuable resources. All right, so now we got to do Whistling Birds here. We'll do bombs here. Vulnerable, dodged. No, man. 5 birds, not useful at all. Okay, throw out the ropes. Try to get our character back. 10 stacks. I don't know. That run seemed so good. And then coming into that second round, we just got annihilated. Yep. What is different? What is different there? There's some RNG with our turn meter that makes it work differently in the middle. I don't know exactly what it is. Basic, Whistling Birds, 5 stacks. Do everything we can here to get damage. Keep the stacks rolling. Okay. And again, we want to put ourselves at 200 before he does the first barf to know that we're on track. Okay, it's similar to prior runs right now. Not much of a difference coming out of that first round. And we'll do the same thing again. Use up all the blinds on everybody, including myself, which is convenient. 250 after the first set of Whistling Birds. Beskar Mando gets eaten. We'll throw the ropes here. Basics. Okay. 5 stacks left, 3 stacks left. 2, 1, didn't get him back. Did not get him back. Man. It feels so random. And I don't know what it is that's causing this discrepancy. Drive me a little bit crazy. All right, let's get out of here. So, Beskar Mando on his basic inflicts damage over time. That's going to help reduce the stack. So basically, if him or Django get eaten, then we're... So basically, only Bo-Katan or the Mandalorian are acceptable targets for getting nommed. Interesting. So as long as Bo-Kat or Mando are the ones that get... Well, Bo-Kat also has a... That doesn't necessarily remove stacks, though, right? Okay, so Bo-Kat can't remove stacks. So it's Bo-Kat or the Mandalorian that we want to get eaten. I guess I just have to play it out until the RNG where one of them gets eaten and see if it's a significantly better run. All right, we're in on 180,000. 200,000 right when he barfs. Okay. Same as prior runs. No better, no worse. Whistling Birds for like 240. Okay. And then Beskar gets eaten again. Let's see if we can somehow manage to work our way through this. The other thing we could do, though, honestly, we could just save a third stack. I don't know how much difference that would make. But we could save so we could have like 3 stacks always when we come into that section of the run. Alright, there we go. And 3 bombs. Once again, not enough. Let's do a basic here, get him up. He's got 2 stacks, get rid of those. We've got 5 stacks. What we're going to do is we're going to do 2. And we're going to reset him to 5. And we're going to try to get Bo-Katan to get vulnerable on him. And see if we can somehow line that up. No, look at this. Look at this. Bo-Katan is like 3 speed too fast. Because as soon as she puts that on, it's his turn. I'm going to slow Bo-Katan down. By 4 speed. We're going to target 4 speed. We're going to see if we can just reduce her speed by 4. So let's take a look here and see what we've got for a speed at 14. Here's one at 16. That'll be 2 less speed. And then this is 22 speed. I don't think we want to change that out. These are all kind of dicey to change because crit damage. I'm not going to change. Okay, so this is just 2 speed. It's literally just 2 speed different. What's this? 13 speed. So that would be a total of 5 speed difference. And that does have potency on it. Slow her down by 5 and see if we can get more of these turns where she actually goes like in the proper sequence to let the crate or to get the vulnerable on the crate. TK says, yeah, with the Hutt Cartel team that the... Let's see, we need a basic here. That the turn meter removal with Cad Bane is a big deal. Seems right. Okay, get our damage in here. 158. 162, one set. Look, we're 20,000 short. No, never mind. We still got this attack to do. No, 200. So right before he barfs, 200. Same as prior runs. Looks okay. Whistling birds. 236. Okay, eats the Beskar Mando again. Use that to take off the... Try to get our guy back. Alright, here we go. Blech. The return of the Beskar Mando. Now he's going underground. Okay. Now is the question of whether or not we can pop him out in the right timing. Get Bo-Katan in there for the vulnerable. This is ridiculous. What changed? I don't get this. I never had to do that part of the sequence before. All right. Okay, so we've got 5 stacks on him. We've got the vulnerable. We're good to go here. And if we've timed Bo-Katan right, like as soon as he goes, it'll be Bo-Kat's turn, and we'll be able to cycle back in, potentially, on the vulnerable. Okay. Much damage as we can here. Up to 467. Alright, he attacks, and now it's Bo-Katan's turn. And we get the vulnerable back. So nice. Slowing her down, just that tiny little bit, made a difference. That's incredible. Okay. Now, he doesn't have the eat up. So we're going to go ahead and run this here. Do this. Okay. More bombs. Okay, next turn. Oh, we lost Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan took a dive. Boy. Probably not an ideal run now anymore. 604,000. Eats a character, kills another one. What do we do here? I guess we just got to take these assists and try to get the character back. Just keep managing like normal. Let him take the ropes. Get Beskar back. But Bo-Kat's just gone. She has been eaten. And now everybody's gone. Zoinks! Alright. Blow up some bombs. And again, the three bombs are not enough. How is it? I mean, the bomb damage doesn't... There's no way for me to change the bomb damage, is there? I'm going to try something. I'm going to look at something wacky here. So Bo-Katan. What would it take? How much more health would she get? 15, 12, 3,000. So if she's at 48, 45. What if I change this triangle out for like protection or health instead of crit damage? Do we have anything at the same speed that would give me health? Crit damage, offense, protection. 25 speed with protection. Not sure that's what I'm looking for, though. Is health? I think health is better than protect or defense. If we had a speed mod with a defense main stat, that could be interesting. So if we put this back and then put that mod back there. Let's try this. Let's try this. Okay, and then we'll put the speedy mod back again. And that should put us within 1 speed of where we were before. Wait. Where'd my... There it is. 18 speed. Alright. So that puts me back 292. So it's exactly the same. Except instead of crit damage, we've put her on defense. Okay, let's go. Trying again here to optimize this run. Vulnerable. Nope. See you later. Out we go. Try again. You gotta land it, Bocat. We gotta get the vulnerable right away. So, I mean, I guess Canderous is just really that big of a deal, right? Because we know that this team with Canderous is getting the scores that you want. But it looks like without Canderous that I'm just sort of not gonna get there. I've had runs over 1 million though, so there's a way somehow to get this up where we want it to be. Okay, 181, 194. So we lost like 5,000 damage from Bocat. That's not a big deal. We can afford to lose some damage. Alright, here we go, Whistling Birds. 237, all working quite predictably up to this point. Beskar, okay. Maul is stunned. So that means this run's just done, right? If Maul's stunned, we're pretty much out of luck on getting our character back. Yeah. Yup. Okay. Too much RNG. Alrighty, get the vulnerable up. There it is. Get everybody to attack. Basic on Mando, Whistling Bird stance. 5 stacks of, what's this skill called again? Seething Rage. 5 stacks of Seething Rage. We're gonna seethe all over. We're seethers. Never mind, that name's taken. TM. Just kidding. Lol. 195 again. First barf comes out. Damage is down. Whistling Birds are in. And we're just waiting around here for somebody to get eaten. It's Beskar Mando that gets eaten again. Bo-Katan sends out the ropes. Now we just got to do some attacks here to get our Beskar Mando back. There he is. Oh, welcome back, bruh. Let's do basic here. Okay, now we're going under. See ya. Let's attack, wait for Maul. Maul's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Blow up all the bombs. And we don't get the Crate Dragon again. There is just fundamentally something different here, and I don't know what it is. Get that up with Django. We do have the vulnerable up now. So let's take all the stacks, because why not, right? I don't think leaving a third stack is important until we get to that phase where he can eat us. Okay. And then Bocat should be timed well here. He'll go, and then we'll have a chance of getting the vulnerable right back on. No barf. That's pretty fantastic. Alright, we get the vulnerable back. Let's just rocket him because reasons. Try to get some damage out here. We've got bombs that we can place again, but like all the characters that are taking turns, we don't want them wasting their turns placing bombs. Oh, and Bocat's off timing again now. She went too fast. Put the vulnerable on him here at the last minute. Just a touch too early. Okay, and this is the point where he's gonna eat somebody. Oh, and Mando. Maul was stunned again, so I think we're not going to get our character back here. Maybe we will. Nope. Beskar's gone forever. They're all gone. They're gone, she's gone, you're gone, everybody's gone. Goodbye. Okay, so the bomb didn't blow up any other bombs? That's weird. The bomb blowing up is supposed to blow up other bombs, yes? 659. Man, these runs are horrible. Alright. There's something wrong with this. There is something that's gone wrong. What does OG Mando contribute to the team? Make him the healthiest so that he gets eaten first, maybe? So you're saying just put a health set on him instead of a good set on the old school Mando? Just make him, give him a lot of health so that he gets eaten? That could be a genius play. Let's see how much health we've got on our Beskar Mando. Let's see where he's at. 63 and 58. So that's what? 121-ish. And let's see if we can even get him in the ballpark. 49 and 49, we're at 100. So we would have to get him over 120. Do we have like a mod with a main stat? Health or protection or something? Offense? Just health there. Offense here. No, there's nothing special about like we didn't go for health on Beskar. Bam gets plus 100% health and protection as a mod from the raid modifiers. Oh. Okay. So why is that? Oh, because he's got the hero thing. Right? He's got hero without a clue. Let's put better mods on Jango Fett. I mean, we've got mediocre mods on Jango, so let's mod him up and see if hitting hard with Jango is the key. Where do we have mods that we could steal? We've already stole Luke's mods. We've got the slow Luke that we could take, but we're not going to put slow mods on him. What does Dash Rendar have on him these days? Maybe we could steal some mods from Dash, or maybe even like Vader or somebody. Vader would give us more speed. I don't know if speed's really what we're looking for. But let's see if there's anybody that has a set that looks appealing here. We got slow mods on Luke while we stole the good mods. We get Maul, but we're going to use him. Revan. Yoda? What do the mods on Yoda look like? Better than what we had on Mando. Or on Django. Alright, let's take a look and see if we can somehow... Django doesn't need potency, does he? I don't feel like he doesn't. 22 speed with crit damage, 23 speed with crit damage already on Grandmaster Yoda. So I guess we got to stick with potency. Here we've got offense, crit chance, speed. If we revert that, what do we have before? Offense with less speed, so what if we did this? That's 25 speed though, that's good. That's good. So this we just want offense on, but we don't mind if we have offense with something else that's good. Potency. And we can put that on for now. Try to get a better offense mod here. It's not being used by somebody. 21 speed. Not doing better than that. Let's see. Wow. We're just lacking good offense mods with speed here. Not much to choose from. That one's on Maul. This one's on Luke. I don't really want to take Luke's mod. This one we can take. Alright, I mean, sure, why not? 316. Confirm. Alright, then we're going to assign a loadout. And then we're going to go give that loadout to Jango Fett. Okay, where's Jango? Jango. Bob Fett. Jango Fett that high up? There he is. Jango Fett remod. I mean, I don't think giving Jango Fett better mods is going to be the difference between getting an 800,000 run and getting a million run. But who knows? We'll give it a try. Okay. Last run, guys, and then I'm going to maybe 1 or 2 runs here, and then I'm going to sign off and go get some other stuff done for the day. Let's hope that maybe that's enough to put us over the top. OG Mando can protect Bo-Katan from getting eaten. OG Mando doesn't seem to do much. Well, the thing is, I don't have Canderous yet. So, I mean, if you don't have Canderous, you're just doing the best you can with what you got, right? You got to get a good vulnerable off of Bo-Katan in his first attacks here. Yawn. Crate Dragon so tired. Alright, basic there. Vulnerable. Stings, stuff, junk, basic. Bird stance. And then we'll do all of this stuff with Mando. Alright, let's seethe and rage and seethe and, you know, the stuff. The usual. The huge. Alright, 215, so we did a little better on damage there in that initial opening salvo. With the extra damage from better mods on Yango. Alright. He gets eaten before he gets whistling birds. That does not seem like a good thing to have happen. Alright. Okay. This stuff. Then whistling birds is going to set off the bombs. It's awful, right? We're done. Whatever changed, whatever happened here, we're done. Django going a little bit faster can't, I mean, he doesn't trigger turn meter on the crate dragon, so it's not turns that's causing an issue. Do a basic there, get a vulnerable here, stack it up. Nope, we gotta do basic here. Whistling birds, trigger the Mando stacks, the Maul stacks, the seething rage. I'm beginning to think I should just drop down to 900 and just be happy with a 900,000 run. I know I've gotten over 900,000 before, but certainly doesn't seem like I'm going to get there today. Okay. What is it? How is he now getting eaten? Is it that he's getting stunned? And that, like, he gets stunned and then it's his turn, so he skips his turn? That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it's got to be. So he's getting stunned on that crate dragon turn and dropping his turn. And then he gets eaten without whistling birds going off. When dots trigger on the crate, when it takes a turn, it gives the dragon turn meter. That's what's causing the variance. I'm spending close to 2 million in mod swaps just for the crate every 3 days. I need to find a better compromise between the mods I leave and the mods I swap in. So you're saying that the difference in these runs all comes down to triggering damage over times. The damage over times are coming from Beskar Mando, right? So if that were the case, but the crate's not on his second turn, is he? He's doing that on the very first turn that he takes. So we got the whistling birds. So damage over time shouldn't trigger. Oh no, they trigger every turn. Never mind. I'm thinking of detonators that trigger every 2 turns. So with him in whistling bird stance, we've got no damage over times building up. So 0. Okay. And he is at full turn meter. Takes his turn. And he is immediately back at full turn meter. And the only difference was that before Django went in this interlude. How the heck does the crate dragon, the slows, so it gets slows on people, And the slows are exactly enough for it to take another turn. Which is weird. So yeah, it's going to just go ahead and eat and stun. And it feels like just with one small change, I'm somehow completely out of... Look at this. Look at this. Crates underground. I don't understand. Fundamental failure. So let's go back to Django and just put those mods back. And it's going to blow my mind if we put these Django mods back and somehow the run goes back to normal. Why is the Crate Dragon... In those runs, he was getting full turn meter. Is there a bunch of damage over times on him that, like, the game is glitched out and I just don't see him? That doesn't seem possible. Django taking a turn can't be that significant. When a dot triggers, the cause of the damage might not be tagged as a faction. Okay, so we'll do this opening sequence like we've done it a billion times before, right? Whistling Bird stance. 5 stacks over here of Seething Rage, and then back in on the... Yep, okay. Then this, and then this assist, and there you go. Okay, low turn meter, Django's turn, Django gets to go, and now his turn meter is almost full, like it was before, but somehow Maul is up, and we'll be able to go, and then Beskar should go. So there really is that much difference. Whether Django goes... Oh. We needed to have done the ropes. I may have lost my chance to get my guy back. No, we should be good. We should be good. All right, there we go. Wow. So all of that difference in everything, all based off of whether Django goes before or after the crate on the first turn. That seems bananas. We still have this problem with the Crate Dragon not coming up on 3 bomb hits. I honestly feel like that's got to be something wrong with the game, because it never did that before. Alright. And Bo-Katan's way out of cycle for putting a vulnerable on. We'll do 3 stacks here. We'll do two stacks of Seething Rage. We'll get it back to 5. And we will try to get vulnerable on with Bo-Kat, if we can get the timing right. Nope. Huh. That is crazy. Alright, we'll just run this out all the way. See what damage we can get. Put some more bombs down. Go for the... Yeah, see, we're back to the bad timing on the vulnerable again. I'll do that. And then whoever takes the next turn, go some ropes. Get our dude back. 20 stacks of whistling birds. Okay. Mando's going to be able to recharge off of this. Maul is. Keep calling him Mando, but Maul gets to recharge. No damage at all. Rocket. Because why not? Still trying to get him up out of the ground. Vulnerable on. 5 stacks. Let's go. Maybe this is the run that we'll lock in, because if we're getting like 700,000-800,000 out of this, maybe we'll just be happy with it. Okay, 704. We'll do this on Bo-Katan. We're just gonna go for all the damages and triggers and everything that we can get. Okay. Throw the bombs with Bo-Katan. Try to go for some whistling birds. Don't know if we'll get it off. Probably everybody's dead. Yeah, okay, we'll get 12 whistling birds here. Try to blow up some bomb stacks, see how much score we can get. 777. I think maybe that's it. Maybe we just be done with it here. Lock it in. There's something wrong with these bombs, though. It's driving me absolutely crazy. I'm going to run it down to 900,000 and see if I can get an attempt at 900,000 to max out. But I'll do that later. All right, thank you all for watching. Anybody that hung out with me all the way here till the end, really appreciate y'all. The usual stuff at the end of a stream, right? Likes, subscribes, join us on Discord. The link is in the description down below. Hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next Holocron.